It's time for the West to meet the East. It's time for power programs from both sides of the state to collide in the southeastern corner of Metro Detroit. And we've got a banger for you to start. Two Division II powers that have taken the state in 4 of the last 7 years. It's the Sailors of Mona Shores visiting Orchard Lake St. Mary's here in Orchard Lake at Molesky Field. Glad to have you high above Molesky Field for this banger of an opening night battle here on the Prep and Gridiron Game Day. Hello again, everybody. My name is Chad Bush alongside Ben Holden. Glad to have your partner for a season. Kara Lyles is on sideline. She'll get by here soon. Ben, this is a matchup that folks dream of. Most teams shy away from a matchup like this. These two teams are embracing it here tonight in the opener.
They are, and it really starts with their coaches. You mentioned 4 of the last 7 state championships in Division II. Jermaine Gonzalez and the Eaglets have won the last 2. Matt Koziak won in 19 and 20. These men know how to lead. They know how to develop young men in the high school football ranks. There's talent all over the field. This is a matchup you hope to see in November at Ford Field, but we're getting it here on a Thursday night in August.
The Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets won the state title for the 2nd straight year. They're looking for a three-peat here tonight. Meanwhile, for the Sailors, Ben, it's a little different story. They're trying to get revenge after a sour season last year.
Yeah, they played Muskegon, their in-city rival, twice last year, lost a high-scoring game in the playoffs. They finished 5 and 6, not up to standards for that Mona Shores program. They have high expectations every single year. Mentioned their success in the playoffs and the job that Matt Koziak has done in his time as their head coach. They are looking for a big bounce back and something to watch for tonight. The young men that were on that team last year, they carried that throughout the summer and all those early morning workouts and all the things they had to do to prepare. That could be fuel for a big season for them.
We've also got a couple Eaglets tonight who are late scratches in this game that will not play with star power. We'll get to that later. We've got both coaches' interviews coming up right after this. So glad you're with us on Gridiron Game Day, the opener in season number 6 for the Prep.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
We're joined now by Mona Shores head coach Matt Koziak. Coach, long drive in today.
Yeah.
Game 1, week 1. Just what was the vibe like on the bus on the way here?
Just, I think everyone in the state's excited, right? Everyone's 0-0, and everyone's excited for Game 1, and we just had a great opportunity to play a really good program, a really good team here at a neat venue. So we're all super excited to get kickoff going.
Well, you mentioned, you're coming in here, you're facing the reigning state champions, but you told us earlier this week that you wanted to do this to see how your team would measure up. What does success in tonight's game look like to you?
I think how we compete, right? Like, they're back-to-back state champs, and they've got it rolling, and, to see how we stand up against that, I think that's what we want to see. And do we match up with the physicality of it? Do we match up with lining up to their formations? Do we match up with them tackling and staying on block? So that's the stuff that we need to evaluate ourselves and where we are and where we need to improve.
Well, I know Game 1 always brings a little bit of emotion. Everybody's kind of hyped up. How have you kind of managed your team's emotions coming into tonight?
Well, you tell your kids, win or lose, we got 8 more games, you know what I mean? So you can't hang your hat if we walk out of here with a victory, we still got 8 more games. If we walk out of here with a loss, we still got 8 more games. So I think that's the way you have to look at it. What a great opportunity to play early, a really good competitor, to put you, hopefully we get into the playoffs, and, what a better team to see and gauge yourself against than the back-to-back state champs.
Coach, thanks so much for your time. Good luck. Have fun out there.
Thank you. You bet. Thank you.
Guys?
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
We are joined now by Orchard Lake St. Mary's head coach Jermaine Gonzalez. Coach, we have made it. It's football season. Week 1, Game 1. So what's been the vibe going into tonight's game?
Just 1-0 mentality. That's just that's what we live by, and it's just take it one game at a time. We know we got a tough opponent in Mona Shores, and we just wanted to make it a physical ball game and come out here and do what we do.
You guys are back-to-back state champs. Just what is the message to your team coming into this season, knowing that, hey, the target is probably on our back the entirety of the year?
That's it. We preach that message all the time. Back-to-back champs, last year champions. That's over with us. We're on to the next one, and we want to know what this team is about, and the goals this team has is a lot higher than previous teams, and we want to win Catholic League, and we want a chance to three-peat. So.
Fourth-year starting quarterback, Jabin Gonzalez. He is also your son. I'm curious to know, how would you think he's evolved from year one starter to year four starter?
He's evolved. I mean, he's always been mature for his age, and just watching the progression of his leadership has been awesome for me, and even his play as well too. And he handles every situation well, and he's the right leader for us, and we're excited to see him this season and do what he do. So.
Coach, last question for you. How do you make sure you start off the season on the right foot tonight with a win against Mona Shores?
Like I tell them, just don't be different. Keep doing what we've been doing. Keep it simple. Play our game, and if we do that, I think we'll be okay. But it's going to be tough. But I just know if we just don't be different and play our game, our brand of football, we should be okay tonight.
Thanks for your time, Coach. Good luck.
Thank you. Yeah.
Guys?
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here. Bright sunshine, 79 degrees. Welcome back to Molesky Field. It's time for football. Ben Holden, Chad Bush, and we've got a special sideline report from Kara Lyles. We welcome in Kara. Kara, what's going on?
Yeah, guys, well, we have talked about Orchard Lake St. Mary's coming off back-to-back state titles, but that success wasn't always the case. In fact, when senior quarterback Jabin Gonzalez took over his freshman year, the team won just 3 games. He told us that there just wasn't a lot of senior leadership. He said there was really no one holding them to the standard of Orchard Lake St. Mary's football. So after that 3-win team, they implemented 2 team mottos, team before me and 1-0 mentality. Now, of course, team before me meaning doing whatever it takes to help the team win, and 1-0 mentality, just kind of taking it one rep at a time, one practice at a time, one game at a time. Now, of course, the goal here tonight is to end tonight with a week 1 win, but the goal at the end of the season, guys, is to three-peat at Ford Field come November, Chad.
Yeah, no doubt. Great job, Kara. And that seems to be the expectation, right, Ben? I mean,
yeah.
Once you win 2, you want to win 3, and then the expectation grows higher for the fan base as well.
Yeah, it does. And to follow up to what Kara was talking about, Jermaine Gonzalez, 22-5 in his last 2 years, 8-12 in the first 2 years, as season 5 of the Jermaine Gonzalez era just about set to begin here tonight, Chad.
No doubt. The opponent, Mona Shores, the Sailors, heads up with this star power. They're led by some good ones, Ben, and the backfield is stuffed as well. with a guy that's about to perhaps have that bust-out season.
Yeah, they're expecting a lot of big things out of Kevin White. 6'1", about 210 pounds, runs a sub-11 in the 100-meter. He doesn't have a lot of carries, though. Matt Koziak told us pregame he's only got about 20 career carries, but as you see here, he can do a little bit of everything. He's powerful, he can finish, he's elusive, uses that sprinter speed when he gets away from defenders to outrun guys. He's expected to have a very big season, and if they can get him going in their option offense tonight, it could be a handful for St. Mary's and their defensive group. They're replacing a lot of players from those state championship teams. We'll see how it unfolds tonight.
We'll get to the Eaglets in a moment. We'll step aside for the national anthem. Back with more after this.
Everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
All right, this is Adam, take 2. Mark?
I guess.
I go like this.
The best part about playing football in Texas has to be the reaction from the community.
I would encourage others to play volleyball or choir because you get to experience new things and do stuff that you've never done before. My reason why is passion.
My reason why is pride.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Almost set for kickoff on a glorious opening Thursday night in Orchard Lake, Michigan. So glad you're with us. We've got some impact players on both sides. The Eaglets, no shortage of their own 17 Division I commits or offers, but they're led by a Division II committed quarterback, and he's a good one, Ben. He could have played Division I.
No doubt about it. Jabin Gonzalez, of course, a coach's son. His father, Jermaine, was a star here in his days back 25 years ago, and his son has really lived up to it as well. That's a lot of pressure, but he's come in and played since he was a freshman. That is very rare in high school football. He didn't start his freshman and sophomore years. He did start to take over as a sophomore, but he can do it all. You can see his size, 6'2" and 205. A good look at his arm here, great vision. Knows when to get rid of the ball, knows when to be smart with it. He can run it. Last year he slung for 26 touchdowns and threw for over 2,300 yards. There's the legs right there. He's a dual threat kind of guy, just like his dad was, and he's trying to cap off his senior season with what would be and could be a third state title. This is just one step in it here tonight, Chad.
Yeah, he's an impressive young man as well. High academic, had some Ivy looks, 33 touchdowns combined last year, all state first team for Jabin Gonzalez, the signal caller for the Eaglets. All right, we are set for kickoff. The Eaglets will receive first on their home red turf, and to kick it off for the Mona Shores Sailors is their kicker, and it's Braylon Facchini to kick it, and for the Eaglets back deep is number 7, that's Kanan Lenton, along with number 6, Lorenzo Barber II, and the 2026 season is underway, and the Eaglets will take it with Barber out of the red end zone, has a lane as a hole, and he's chopped down across the 25 to the 28-yard line, tackled by number 20, and Javon Gardner on the tackle.
There are so many players on this Orchard Lake team that can make big plays like that and pick up big chunks. That's a great start to get them going. They get almost out to the 30-yard line, and here comes Gonzalez looking to lead this first drive of the season, hoping to get 7 here. Are the Eaglets here, and see how he comes out. And there's so much unknown, Chad, as we know, and every opener. You have expectations, you just don't know how certain things are going to go, and we're about to find out for these two teams.
Gonzalez hands off to Given, and Given will power forward for a few. He's tackled by the middle linebacker Andrew Fisher for a gain of about 3, as we'll meet the Eaglets starting offensive line. Some changes up front, Benny, in that front 5.
Yeah, there are a couple of late changes. Barry goes over to the right tackle, but I want you to watch number 54, the left tackle, Michael King. This young man is an absolute unit, well north of 6 foot, about 6'5", and about 300 pounds. He can do some serious damage on the left end of that line.
4 offers for King: Kent State, Ohio, Toledo, and Miami of Ohio. And the Eaglets start offensively on 2nd down with a penalty, and now that will nullify the first down gain. There you see with Given the back, along with DJ Taylor, who's in there at receiver for Chad Willis, who is a late scratch. He is out and not playing today. Lorenzo Barber Jr. at wide receiver, and it's a talented young Brendan Hardy, and Brandon Adams Jr. will line up at the tight end position and fullback.
And Given, like the quarterback, Jabin Gonzalez, has been playing the last 2 years. Jermaine Gonzalez told me before the game, I'll get to that in a moment.
It's Hardy on the bubble screen, not much there on 2nd and 10. They'll give him forward progress of about 3 yards before he's spilled.
Given, according to Jermaine Gonzalez, he said to me, and I quote, he's the best kept secret in the entire state. That's how good they think he is. They think he's only getting better. He's finding gaps better in their training camp, and they did scrimmage before this game. He's going to be a big weapon for them this year once again.
Went for 900 yards and 7 touchdowns a year ago. Gonzalez wants to go deep down the middle of the field, and it's incomplete. And 4th down. So the Eaglets go deep, and it looked like Barber wasn't recognizing the football, perhaps, Benny. Wasn't tracking it. Well covered by the Sailors. Plenty of time for the Eaglets.
Yeah, and that's their safety, Owen Terpstra, who's also their quarterback. And it's a good, strong throw. And yeah, and maybe, I don't know if the sun factored in there. I'm not sure, but that's a really big stop and a great job by Mona Shores to get Orchard Lake off the field here on their opening possession.
Here's Vincent Ballone. His father, Steve, played at Orchard Lake from 99 to 03. Won a state title for the Eaglets under George Porritt. It's a sound punt for Ballone, who doubles as a linebacker, and it's going to get an Eaglet roll to the 33-yard line before it's chopped down by Alan Harris, the starting secondary member, who will meet in just a moment. So, 3 and out for the Eaglets. Yeah. Good start for Mona Shores. You come off that bus trip, Ben. You show up in the blue factory shirts. And look, they did their duty on possession 1. There's Owen Terpstra, the quarterback. I know you like him. He's little in size, but they like what they get in Terpstra, who they saw late in last year.
Yeah, and one of the things he does so well, according to Matt Koziak, is he runs this option offense really well. It takes a special quarterback to do it.
It's a veer option, and this time it's going right, and it's going nowhere. A late flag on the play. It was Kevin White, the ball carrier. Scratch that. It was 28 on the carry. That's Freddie Williams, but it's a loss back to the 29. There is a late flag. We'll see what it is.
Love the job by Washington. Works his way down the line, stays home, doesn't overcommit. Makes a great tackle there, number 25 there, Jonathan Washington, the senior linebacker.
Had a great scrimmage against Cass Tech, Clarkston last week. I know scrimmages don't mean much, but when you're Orchard Lake St. Mary's and you've lost all 3 of your middle linebackers from a year ago, they're going to count on Washington. Here's the visitors: Sean Hall, Alvarez, McFarland, Collins, and McCune up front. Collins is the guy to feature. He's headed to Grand Valley. This is a penalty on the Eaglets, by the way. And this is a 15-yard personal foul. And at times last year, penalties did hurt the Eaglets early on in the year. And this is a big one. It gets Mona Shores up near the 50.
Yeah, great start for Mona Shores here on the road. And you mentioned Kashawn Collins, 6'4", 325. Smart kid, 3'9" student. Could have went to a couple of Ivy League schools, including Harvard and Dartmouth. So like King on the other side, big tackles here to anchor these O-lines.
Option veer. It's Terpstra. Pitch left side, running room across the 40 and a first down. The run is by Jalen Milstead, who's listed as a wide receiver. Milstead has a first down, and he carries it to Eaglet territory with a healthy gain. but there's another flag down on the field at midfield.
We do have a flag down as you see that carry from Milstead, and Chad mentioned it when they started this possession. An option offense. If you watch the service academies, they run this offense. It's tricky, and if you can't defend it, you're going to get burnt.
There you see the starters. Ben featured Kevin White, the running back. Not a lot of experience, Ben told you. Not a lot of carries last year. They had a fifth-year senior. Listen to me. They had a senior graduate at running back who went on to a college scholarship. Peyton Koziak, one of the receivers. Himes, along with Freddie Williams and Jalen Milstead, who you saw with that breakout run that is now being nullified with a penalty.
Against Mona Shores.
Yeah, there's a good look at White. Again, not proven yet, but the ceiling is the sky. That's what they think of him. And I asked his head coach right there in the tie there, Matt Koziak, I said, if you had to give an NFL comparable, who would that be? And he said, Chris Johnson.
Yeah.
And we're all thinking of Chris Johnson, diagnosed with ALS last year, the former Titans running back. But just not that he's that or will be that, just a comparable.
Yeah.
Size, speed, ability to run with power, and elusiveness.
It's an offense that runs 70% of the time. They pass it 30. 3 wide in the short pistol. Turn, give, it's to the up back, and it's not much. Maybe a yard against that stout front. Trajan Gibson, committed to Connecticut up front. One of the nasties that makes things a mess defensively.
He is just that. You got to look at the rest of those guys up front on the defensive front, and Caleb Durst is a player that they expect big things from too this year.
The Catholic Central transfer. In the gun, 2nd and 9 from the 48-yard line. No score, just underway. 9 minutes to go here in the first. Long count, trips to the left, 1 to the right.
We haven't seen White get the ball yet.
White shifts left, Terpstra back, hitch route caught and tackled at the 43-yard line. Stopped by the corner. That's Julian Eubanks, one of the young fellas, high-rising sophomore.
Complete to
and
Deshaun
it's
Taylor.
Right on the sticks. Did they give him the first down?
I don't think so.
He's short by a yard, so 3rd and short, 4-down territory perhaps, Benny.
Yep. They don't throw much. You said 70-30 is the percent they like to live by. That's Kyle Himes, who they love to get it to when they need a deep ball. That's a big catch there to set them up for 3rd and short here.
2 to the left. Now shift to the right. Motion. Keeper Terpstra has the first down, has more, to the 39-yard line before he's tackled by John Washington. It's another first down for Mona Shores, who's moving along on this friendly road, red turf.
Yep, and that's the thing. If you can get this kind of offense going, you get it in a rhythm, you pick up and stay on schedule. That's the key when you're running an option offense. Again, they're not going to throw the ball very often. 3 out of every 10 times based on the percentages. I'm a little surprised we've seen nothing yet in terms of a carry from Kevin White. Maybe we see it here, but so far so good, and that was a big tough run to get that first down by their quarterback.
Motion right to left by Milstead, and this is a short gain. Nobody fooled there. It's going to be a tackle for loss. And the Eaglets get the tackle from Gonzalez coming in from that defensive end spot. The commit to Tiffin, Josh Gonzalez. Here's the linebackers for the Eaglets. This is a key group tonight. All fresh faces, new starters, all across there. B.J. Adams did have some time. He's a CMU commit.
8 of 11 of their starters
2nd and
are
9
new this year. That's a lot of change. And they're going to get tested here as they are so far in this first possession.
The shift by the offensive line. And the offensive coordinator, Matt Koziak, who's the head coach. Hands off middle. There he is. There's White with a rock. And White, who can't get away from the Eaglets, Eubanks. White tried the corner. Eubanks cut him down. 2 has been tough in red to start this game on the perimeter.
Giving up plenty in size, but a great job by Eubanks. But you just get a look. You see that stride. You see the bit of explosiveness there, but that's a tremendous job by Julian Eubanks coming over to cut down Kevin White, the 6'1", 205 senior on his first carry in this game.
And there's the defensive backfield for the Eaglets, led by Eubanks, Blankenberg, and Taylor, a returning starter, Harris Anubi. There's a handoff up the middle again, and nothing. That is again Kevin White, and he's swallowed up by the red and black in the middle. There was nowhere to go, And the big fella clogging it, leading the way, was number 57. That's Channing Avalar, the Canadian.
That's a huge stop to get him in a 4th and mid-range, 4th and 6. They're lining up to go for it. We'll see if their head coach decides to punt here.
Could be a punt. Terpstra will punt it in this formation quite a bit. So watch for that quick punt. Avalar hustled off the field for the Eaglets. He was just named eligible this afternoon. And this is going to be the quick punt. And it is Terpstra, and they'll catch the Eaglets, and they'll kick it into the end zone, touchback. And we're going to step aside. We're back in 30 seconds. You're watching the Preps coverage of East vs. West, our programs colliding in Orchard Lake. So glad you're with us on night one. Bush, Ben Holden, Carol Lyles with you from Orchard Lake in the opening night. Eaglets of Orchard Lake against Mona Shores and the Sailors. And we've got a first down run from Given. And this is the guy you told us about.
Yeah.
This is Jamari Given, the junior.
Yeah, he's got all the tools. Both these backs do. We see White get a couple carries. We saw Given get a couple. And that was an example there of what Jermaine Gonzalez mentioned. Was Michael King doing some damage up front, talking about he's finding gaps better. That's what he's noticed this season in him already.
Jet sweep to Barber, who powers ahead, and Barber uses those mighty legs. He put up gaudy numbers last year for the Eaglets in the air mainly, but he's a threat on the ground as well. He's committed to Ferris State. He did that last week. He'll join Tony Anise and the Bulldogs. And Tony Anise will play into this conversation all night in this game.
You're not kidding, he will.
But he's a talented Eaglet. In fact, the most productive last year, 1,600 all-purpose yards and 19 touchdowns for the first-team All-Stater and senior Lorenzo Barber III. Handoff to Given again. Tries the right side, has another alley before he's pulled down after a gain of about 7. And the tackle comes from the secondary and comes by way of Koziak.
Great job there by Given, just slipping through that small gap he had there to the right of the center there and using the power to finish. So you got to figure he's going to get it again here. It's been his possession here so far on 3rd and short.
Eaglets put up 37.5 points per game last year. And they're in the 3rd year of being coordinated by the same coordinator. Throw right side, watch out, running room. B.J. Adams down the right sideline, and the Chippewa commit is inside the 20 down to the 17-yard line. B.J. Adams from Gonzalez, and it's a gain all the way down. They'll mark him at the 24-yard line, Ben.
Good job on the fake to Given, and just a simple pitch and catch, and the big man, 6'3" and 220, does the rest.
Given off the left side, but it's a chunky play, Ben. And it's a gain of about 40 yards all in all, but B.J. Adams can really run, and so can this guy, Given.
Yeah, he can, and trying to get him heated up. He's gotten a handful of carries here so far on the possession.
Gonzalez play action, looking end zone, looking right side, got a man, and incomplete. He was looking for Barber, who somehow ended up with a football, but he was out of bounds after he was tightly covered by Muscovin. Here's another look.
Yeah, Gonzalez, good touch on this, but great coverage down there. That's excellent job on the defensive side of the ball there by Muscovin. Way to stay with it, get in front of him there, and
he caught that thing.
He caught it in the white, though, but that's a good job defensively.
Barber gets it on the jet sweep again, tries the outside, puts a shoulder down, and gets to the 16-yard line. It'll be a gain of 4. They're a yard short, or maybe a half-yard short of the first down.
Again, the ball carrier.
And no decision. Jermaine Gonzalez, the head coach in his 5th year, says
we're going for it.
You're at home on opening night. Why not? You got to Good possession going here. And
It's going to be fourth.
Barber, I
and
love what he
two
told
for
you.
the
He said, I'll
Eagles.
run it, I'll catch it, I'll do whatever.
It's given left side, cuts inside, has a first down to the 9 before he's spilled by the safety Messiah Himes. First down for the Eaglets. It's a gain of 7.
I'm St. Mary's. I'm giving him the ball the next
Stop
2 carries
after
here.
he
Great
gained the
look at it
first
from
down.
behind here.
It's first and goal,
See the
Orchard
quickness.
Lake.
Nothing there. Takes it around that left end. And a good pickup for him on first and goal.
Brief timeout. This is an Eaglet team coming off a state title last year. Back-to-back titles for the Eaglets. It didn't always start rosy for Jermaine Gonzalez. He took over for George Porritt. And you look at the first 2 years of the record, and then you look at the last 2. And Gonzalez, 22-5 his last 2 years after an 8-12 start. He said, just give me time, give me 3 years. Well, they did, and he won a state title in year 3 and year 4. He's hungry here in year 5 for a 3-peat.
Yeah, the 3-year plan is doing just fine.
Yep. First and goal from the 9. Snap direct to DJ Taylor. Taylor will hop skip his way inside the 5 down to the 2.5-yard line. Welcome to the offense, DJ Taylor, who's in there for Chad Willis, who's inactive tonight. He can do a lot of things.
Fair to say he's just a gym rat, right? Great baseball player, can do a little bit of everything.
Eaglets with a quarterback sneak. Is he in? Touchdown Eaglets. It's DJ Taylor. Second straight carry, and the Eaglets power their way in with physical football. This is Eaglet football and the way they want to do it, running it, and that's how they get it in here after a couple of long passes.
Yeah, really good looking drive put together by Nick Merlo and his group. And Taylor, last couple carries on the possession, they reward him with it. Big carries out of Given throughout the drive. The big play off that far side to Adams.
Extra point by Costco is off the right upright. No good. Costco is in for Beckett Kiefer, the Division I offered kicker who is out tonight. We'll step aside and recap the drive. 6-0 Eaglets at the home of the 10-time state champions.
Everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Eaglets get it done with a drive that was successful. And Benny, it was the kind of drive that you look for, and you want a little balance on it, and they got just that. Taylor caps it off with 2 back-to-back runs to power in with the Wildcat formation.
Yep, they did, and I have a thought on that after the kick here.
Michael Costco kicks it down inside the 35. They're just wanting Costco to help out and get him. He's also the backup quarterback. By the way, his father, Kevin Costco, was my quarterback here at Orchard Lake St. Mary's. Had to throw that in there.
Slung you a few TDs.
All-state quarterback. He was excellent, played at Mercyhurst. Your thoughts, though, sir, on that drive?
Yeah, I just want to say before the Sailors get going here, good mixture. The one pass, the big play that got up that far side, they found Adams. But doing what they want to do, they want to establish the run. Yeah, there's all kinds of weapons on this St. Mary's team, but they certainly want to, like any good football team does and a championship football team, which this program is, they want to establish the run. They want to establish it early on in the game, and they did a great job on that possession.
Yes, sir. All right, Terpstra leads them back. Jet sweep right side, hemmed in, now bounced out before being spilled by DJ Taylor. The give was to number 3, Jalen Milstead, his second carry. This time, not a lot of daylight on the outside.
No, not much there. And one of the big things about facing the option is you had better stay in your lanes. You better stay in your gaps. Do not overcommit. And that's a great job to finish there by Taylor, who's shown he can do a little bit of everything. He's that utility athlete you love to have, and he's having a strong start in this game.
The Sailors averaging just over 2.5 yards a carry right now, or a play rather. Terpstra, watch out, daylight, bounces outside, makes a man miss, powers his way down to the 25-yard line. How about it? We heard Owen Terpstra had a little bit of Brady Rose in him.
Yep.
And now we're starting to see that Rose appear right before our very eyes.
This kid's 5'9", 172 is what he's listed at, but he's got a heart the size of his body. Tough, determined. That's a massive carry for the Sailors to get them down into primetime position on the edge of the red zone.
38-yard run for Terpstra to bust things into Eaglet territory. Guy that came on in week 9 last year.
Yep.
And they said, hey, we're going to roll with you. Let's keep popping. He would start for him in their first-round playoff game, and he's on the run again. Down to the 10, inside the 10 to the 8-yard line before who else? DJ Taylor makes a tackle. And the Sailors have found something in the run game with their quarterback.
I want you to watch on this replay the block that Kyle Himes, the wide receiver, made. He's number 81. Keep your eyes on the right side of the screen, right there.
Yep.
Great job by Himes. That is another very important part of any option offense. Your receivers aren't going to touch the ball much, but you better block or you won't be on the field.
That's an 18-yard carry. So Terpstra has Mona Shores hunting a tie here in the final minutes of the first quarter. And this has been sort of a feel-out boxing match. Eaglets with their first drive stunned. And now Mona Shores on the run with White, who's down to the 1. And so Kevin White coming alive, sniffing that end zone, something he didn't get a chance to do much of last year.
No, and back in 8th grade, Matt Koziak told us, he said, and I quote, and he said, Kevin knows this, he was a bit of a knucklehead. Wasn't all there, just wasn't focused on the job, but he is matured. He's a young man. He lost both of his parents, and he's got a golden opportunity here to help his team potentially get their first touchdown of the season. It's a great story of perseverance, and you can see in the short time we've watched him, the ability he's got. Let's see if they go to him here, Chad.
Terpstra on the gun, keeps it himself, right side, and he is down to the goal line. Is he in? Touchdown, Sailors. Owen Terpstra from a yard out behind his right tackle, Lyric McCune, and this game is tied at 6.
Owen Terpstra takes it in
punch for punch, these two teams back and forth after opening possessions that resulted in punting situations. St. Mary's with a nice drive they put together, and Mona Shores counters, and their quarterback Owen Terpstra, the junior, had a ton to do with it. Had the big carry earlier on it, capped it off there. Another nice run from Kevin White in there. And you and I talked, Chad, these two coaches, they know how to win, they know how to coach, they know how to get the most out of their teams. They're both two-time state championship head coaches in this one tonight.
Timeout before the extra point attempt. And this is
Timeout,
kind
Mona
of
Shores.
interesting.
Yeah.
I mean, it is a tie-breaking extra point, but the timing of it's a bit odd. But nonetheless, look, let's get back to what happened. I mean, this was a scoring drive that was special, and this is an answer for Mona Shores that you could only dream of. Here's another look at the touchdown from Terpstra. Had to fight his own way in.
He did, got away from that first would-be tackler, and like I said, he's got a heart the size of his body. He's tough, not big, but he's tough. And he's the guy, Matt Koziak told us, you mentioned last year, started late in the year. He said, it got us back to our identity. Matt's always been an option, veer kind of guy. Goes back to his days with Tony and East. They coached together, the Ferris State head coach. Legendary figure in college football in the state of Michigan and nationally. And it's worked, and when it works, it's very difficult to defend. It wears teams down, it chews up clock.
Go see Varsity Automotive Group, where you'll find the vehicle you want and the service you deserve.
Terpstra to hold, extra point is up.
Try for the extra point is good.
So, Mona Shores takes the lead 7-6. We'll come back. We'll recap the game go-ahead drive. Back with more after this on the Preps coverage of Gridiron Game Day. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
Mona Shores answers with a drive, which we'll recap here in a moment with Ben Holden. But for now, the kickoff to Barber. He's across the 25 on his feet, bounces outside of the 34-yard line before he's swallowed up finally by Max Silva. But an impressive answer by Mona Shores on their drive.
Yeah, it really was. And they got to doing what they want to do, running the football.
Barber on the return.
That's simply put. They just want to run the ball. They want to possess it. They want to wear you down. They want to get into their rhythm. They did that. They mixed it up a little bit, but Owen Terpstra was the driver of that drive and ended up getting the touchdown to give them now a 1-point lead here in the final minute of quarter one.
Don't forget, we'll have Carol Lyles with a special guest at the end of the first quarter. Headmaster Leonard Karchnia of Orchard Lake St. Mary's will join her. Handoff to Barber, jet sweep again. He's been a busy boy. And he's tackled that time by the outside linebacker, Peyton Koziak. Koziak, the son of the head coach, Matt, as we get a look at the defense for Mona Shores.
Good group they've got. Again, I talked about this in the open. This Mona Shores team last year finished 5-6, 5-5 regular season. Lose a heartbreaker and a high-scoring playoff game to Muskegon. So many players back. In fact, they have the most seniors they've ever had under head coach Matt Koziak. They've got the biggest roster they've ever had. They've got a group that's hungry, and they remember what it felt like last fall when they lost.
They sure do. Their second loss of the year to Muskegon. Their head coach's former stomping grounds. Gonzalez again to B.J. Adams. And he's out of bounds after an 11-yard gain with 9 seconds to go against Dave Check's defense, this 4-2-5.
This is what experience does. Jabin Gonzalez does not panic at all. Looked down a couple different options. He was patient. He made sure he had a target. He found it. That's a 4-year high school quarterback putting on a show right there.
Time out of the field. We're back in a moment. The first quarter's over. 7-6. Mona Shores on top of St. Mary's. We've got a dandy. So glad you're with us. Back with more after this.
There's just one place where students are students first, and athletics are played with purpose and perspective. That place is your local high school. High school sports offer more than the joy of competition. Studies show that student athletes are also likely to enjoy greater levels of achievement in other areas of their lives, including academics. High school sports, a winning part of a complete education.
Welcome back to the home of the Eaglets back-to-back state champions. Carol Lyles standing by with the headmaster of OLSM.
We are here with Leonard Karchnia. Okay, school's starting back up. Football season is underway. What has the energy been like at Orchard Lake St. Mary's the last couple of weeks?
Well, the summer we're out here busy working, a lot of preparation for a new school year. When the kids come back, care of the spirit comes back. And we got blessed with a beautiful weather night, 2 winning programs with Mona Shores and Orchard Lake, and the energy's great. And we're remind you what we're here for, which is to take care of the kids. So great night.
Well, you can tell behind us, the community support is something special here at Orchard Lake. Just what is the relationship between the community and the athletics here?
Well, the alumni, they come back. We have a lot of unity, a lot of memories, friendship and fellowship, and The place is really special, Kara, and precious to a lot of people here at Orchard Lake, and we've been around about 142 years, and so we have a lot of legacy behind us, and the support is tremendous.
You guys have lots to offer students here. Just how important are extracurriculars like football, like we're here tonight, to the overall experience in high school?
Yeah, educational athletics, as they call it, is fantastic, and I created a Latin phrase years ago, Kara, ora labora vince. And that means we start our day with prayer, we work during the school day, and then vince means win, and we want to win with sportsmanship at the end of the day. And we've done a lot of that, and we're real proud.
Well, your guys are coming off back-to-back state championships. Just what do you think the ceiling is this season for the guys?
They're going to try it again, get through that difficult gauntlet of the Catholic League, and see if we can get in that state tournament healthy and make a run for 3 in a row, which would be great.
Headmaster Karshnia, thank you so much for joining us. Chad, going to throw it back up to you.
All right, thank you very much, Kara. How about it?
That's taking you down memory lane, isn't it?
It sure is.
Tell the story you told me earlier on the air. Tell the audience how you know the headmaster and where it all started for you.
Well, Coach K, Mr. Karshnia, was one of my teachers, and when I came in, he came in. It was both our first years, so 19, I believe it was 92. So he's been there a long time. He's one of the leaders of this school. He's done every job under the sun, and he's earned his way to headmaster. And he's one of the best folks you could have at St. Mary's. They're lucky to have him.
That's cool.
Gonzalez back to pass on a 3rd and long. Incomplete, broken up from the safety spot. They were looking for Brandon Hardy, and it was broken up. It's 4th down. That's Peyton Koziak on the knockdown. 4th and long. Great play by the outside backer.
That's a huge breakup.
Is incomplete.
Gonzalez loading and firing, and that's just a great job on coverage. There aren't many two-way starters on either one of these teams, but Peyton Koziak is, and I liked how his dad slipped in. We were in the conversation about 15 minutes. He goes, "That's my son, by the way." Proud father, and great stuff. Great to see that. It's part of the beauty of high school football here in the state of Michigan, and got that on the other side too, obviously, with the quarterback and the head coach, father-son too.
He's got a Davenport offer. Jabin Gonzalez will do what Terpstra did and punt it, but he might have done a better job. This thing's going to roll inside the 10 and get corralled inside the 10 down to the 8. This is how you pooch punt from the quarterback position.
That's a good rugby punt right there. Dropping that thing right where you need to, and that's timely, and that's a great weapon.
1st and 10.
You don't have to worry about necessarily getting in punt formation every time, and as you said, partner, we saw them do that. So now Mona Shores here after this beautiful punt. Great job by the guys down there, 3 of them right around it, and down there, touched by Brandon Hardy. But now a long field to go with here at the start of the 2nd quarter. Mona Shores look good on that 2nd possession. Let's see what they do on their 3rd.
That 3rd possession just kind of seems to be the telling story of the half. 1 stop, 1 score, and here we go.
Yep.
So Mona Shores, again, it's an option veer offense. Not a lot of veer offenses out there, but it's a spread option. It's a little different. They want to get guys in space, and there hasn't been a lot of space up the middle against St. Mary's, except for that Terpstra explosion at the end of that last drive.
Yeah, for the most part, they haven't gotten the big chunks. You're right, and you and I were talking yesterday, when you face this kind of offense, you certainly don't want to face it 4, 5, 6 weeks into the season because you've only got a week to prepare for it. For St. Mary's, they've known they were playing, so it gives them an opportunity to do more work on the scout team in that regard. So far, doing a pretty good job.
You bet. Right side, Terpstra again, nearing the 1st down markers. Adams knocked him down, but it's close to the 1st down marker. We'll see where they mark him. It's a couple yards short, but Terpstra again getting loose outside the tackle.
I love this kid's toughness, man. Like, he isn't big at all, but just loves to play the game.
Short of the sticks.
Just loves to play the game and compete.
3rd and 1.
And again, their coach was, there is Matt Koziak right there. He said he gave us our identity back at that position, something they didn't feel they had for a couple years, and you're starting to see more of that identity here in the last couple possessions.
Koziak saying, look, guys really just seem to play and get behind them.
Yeah.
And sometimes when you're a smallish guy, undersized, and you're the underdog and you do things like that, it's easy to get behind.
Shows a lot of courage and guts.
Terpstra shifty, but this time only has to shift his way for a yard. He does. He's got a 1st down, move the chains for the Sailors of Mona Shores. out of Norton Shores,
Adams made the
Michigan.
stop. He did get enough
About
for the first down.
170 miles
First and 10,
due
Mona
west,
Shores.
maybe a little northwest, off the shores of Lake Michigan. Of course, we're off the shores of Orchard Lake.
Yes, we are.
A little smaller lake here, but both guys are lakey.
Yes.
Lake life is something they love and familiar with.
Yep.
Terpstra, play action, down the middle of the
Beautiful.
field, got a man caught, spins out of it, watch out, open field, could go. Michael Himes, 10-5, touchdown, Sailors. The sophomore Michael Himes got behind the Eaglet defense
Phillips's pass is
and goes
complete to number
78
22,
yards
Michael
for the
Himes,
touchdown.
for a
From
Sailors
Terpstra on the
touchdown.
play action.
We told you they don't throw often, but when they do, they make you pay, and that's a beautiful job there. Tremendous throw, great read, quick. It's out of his hands in a second, maybe two, a second and a half, and then just nothing but speed there from Himes, the sophomore. Outruns everybody and takes it in for 77 yards and a touchdown for the Sailors of Mona Shores.
Harris went for the kill shot, and the Sailors made it burn. Extra point is up and good. The extra point
The extra point is good.
by number 26, not on the
9:24
roster.
left to play in the second quarter.
But
Muskegon
the
Mona
Sailors
Shores,
have taken a
14.
full touchdown and
Venture Lake St.
an
Mary's
extra
6.
point lead. They now lead 14-6. They've rattled off 2 straight touchdowns, Ben.
They have, and that's a perfect job getting rid of that ball quickly. Knew exactly what they wanted to do, and that is just simply speed from Himes there, taking it all the way in for the score for 77. And Orchard Lake St. Mary's got their hands full with this one here tonight. The Sailors, I'm going to bring it up again in talking with their head coach. Hey, all those guys that came back, the most seniors he's ever had, and Matt Koziak's been there almost 30 years altogether. 17, I believe, is the number as the head coach. Biggest roster, biggest amount of seniors. That's something you know. You played in high school. You played in college. You know what that means when you have to hang on to a loss when your season ends. And now they got a shot here on the road to do something special. Long way to go, but they're up by 8. What a good showing in this game so far.
Team 64 for Mona Shores, and you mentioned the numbers, and then you combine that with how last year went.
Yeah.
Right? 5-5 and first losing season and non-winning season in 13 years. And you get a hungry group.
Yep.
And they look ready and focused tonight, Ben, and they've got a touchdown lead on the road.
Their motto this year is the standard amongst their group.
Koziak with a kickoff. Taken up the right side. Eaglets with some daylight. Broken tackle and some fight in the legs from Cannon Lenton.
You're not kidding.
The junior before he's hauled down, but not without a fight. Here come the Eaglets down 8 with 9:15 to go in the second against their rivals in Division 2.
On the return.
Yeah, I think St. Mary's needs to get back. They get this run game going with Given, get him going, start feeding the beast a little bit, start getting that going, and see if they can get their offense back on track this possession.
There you see the Eaglets 880 co-divisional. They added girls 5 years ago. Division 2 state champions. And then Tommy Doman. There you see the Buffalo Bill, the punter, and the former national champion at the University of Michigan. There's a give and run up the gut, and that's the power football the Eaglets like behind their offensive coordinator, Nick Burlow.
Yep.
Gain of 6 on the play.
And I still think back to, I don't know, probably 30 years ago when David Bowens came out of the school. I think he was a little bit after you.
My teammate.
Teammate, yeah. So many players have come out of here. It's awesome to see. And both these schools have proud alumni, not only in just football, but in a lot of other sports as well.
Barber with a carry
That's a
right
Barber
side.
on the carry.
And that is a gain. Good
Pushed
enough
out
for
of
a
bounds
first down
after a gain of a
into
first down. It'll be
Sailor
first and 10, Orchard
territory.
Lake.
I think this is a pretty important drive.
47.
It's only an 8-point game, but I think St. Mary's needs to come out and make a statement here and score a touchdown on this drive.
Fumbled snap. Gonzalez picks it up. He can improv. He can run.
Yep.
But he'll just get back. Well, he'll get ahead of the sticks a bit. That's what
Jalen
J.B.
Gonzalez
Gonzalez
on
is
the
so
keeper.
good at. Smart player, can improv and can make plays with his legs
Run out
when
of bounds
needed.
after a
They haven't
gain
really
of
needed him tonight to do
5-4.
that.
It'll be
Not yet.
second
That
and
was
6.
friendly fire on that. He and
Yeah.
Given got kind of tangled up there as they put it down on the turf. But again, there's never a reason to panic. There's a look at it there and just putting it down on the turf there, but Gonzalez so experienced, and he's done it all.
It's handoff. It's DJ Taylor again, and Taylor's got maybe a yard or two before he's spilled. The tackle by 53. That's the D tackle.
Gain of 1 on the play. It'll be 3rd and 3.
It's a 4-2-5 defense from Dave Check, who's the coordinator that was at Muskegon when a lot of those titles were won under Tony Anise. Check is in his 10th year for the Sailors, but they mix up coverages quite a bit. There's a lot of blitzing, there's a lot of ghosting, and a lot of masking that's going on in that offense, on that defensive side.
Big play by Nash. He's one of those seniors. This is a big play in this game, Chad, 3rd and 3.
Taylor stays in as the tailback. Throw, out route, caught Barber. You need a play, go to Barber. He's got a first down and more. Drags a couple defenders to the 40. Lorenzo Barber, the Ferris State commit, with a big-time 3rd down conversion.
The guy they call Big Sauce coming up with a big play there to keep this drive alive, and great feet. Made that first would-be tackler miss a bit there. That was Messiah Himes there that could not wrap up. Big Sauce there. He's a pretty talented young man in a lot of ways.
Gonzalez looking right, gonna tuck it, gonna run it, and power his way forward for a gain of about 5. Jabin last year, again, big numbers,
on the option.
33 touchdowns combined, 455 of those yards were on the ground, and 7 of those touchdowns. A dual threat guy, and now we get to see him on the ground to keep Mona Shores a bit honest.
Yeah, and I think, you know, one of the things that's great, obviously he can do a little bit of everything, but just so many weapons they have, and he's got tons of options every time he does this.
Going deep, got a man, Brennan Hardy, and it's overshot by Gonzalez. Hardy had broken wide open, but the 6'1", 190-pound junior couldn't get to it fast enough. A little overthrown.
Yeah, a little too much steam on that from Jabin Gonzalez there. Definitely open. That's 6 if that ball's on the spot there, and they'll line up in a big 3rd down coming up again. 3rd and 7 now.
Hardy, a big-time player with offers, 21 of them, including Purdue, North Carolina, Wake Forest, and Pitt.
Yep.
3rd and 7 for Gonzalez and the Eaglets. Gonzalez going to keep it, fakes the handoff, has it left side, fighting for the first down. He's close, but won't have it. He's a yard and a half shy, thanks to the emergence coming from the linebacker spot. And it's a 4th down in decision-making time, and 4 down territory.
I'm going for it, and I think they will go for it here, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No doubt.
So they're just inside of the 35, and senior.
Tackled by Carter Lindale, the outside linebacker. 4th and about 2. Methodical offense for the Eaglets. They will play with tempo at times. They haven't really tonight. Gonzalez back to pass, gonna step up, gonna run it, has room, has the first down, has more, out of bounds at the 22. A 12-yard run when they needed 7, and there's Gonzo doing his thing with his legs.
Again, the experience of Jabin Gonzalez. Nothing there, looks up the middle, says, all right, not gonna force the ball.
Is good.
There is a flag on the play back.
Correction.
Came in
penalty
late,
on the play.
We'll send it back. It's holding.
Yep.
So there have been some penalties tonight that have hurt them.
It's a couple. Yeah. So now all the way back, 44-yard line, lining up to go for it.
4th and 13.
Maybe we'll see another punt from Gonzalez here.
Yeah.
Got to figure we will.
Yep. But you never know. That's the beauty of having Terpstra do his quarterback pooch.
And I'll tell you what, Mona Shores, after they were pinned down there inside of the 10, put together a pretty good-looking drive.
4th and 13. The Eaglets are going to go for it. Gonzalez looking for Barber down the flag route and incomplete. Well covered by Bryce Muscovin, and the Eaglets with a risky go for at midfield. And Mona Shores gets great field position here, Ben.
That's 2 on the drive. Too much underneath those balls from Gonzalez here.
From their own 43.
I like the play call. I like the one-on-one out there on the flag, but just too much underneath it, and this is a massive opportunity here for Mona Shores with just under 6 to play, leading by 8, pretty much at midfield here to start the possession here.
I bet. So, the Eaglets tonight, 4 of 10 from the air. Mona Shores 2 of 2. This one is kept on the ground and going nowhere. That's Trey Gibson with a tackle for nil. A short gain, maybe back to the line of scrimmage. And with 5.5 to go, Trey Gibson, the UConn commit, starting to show his fluffy hair here on the red turf.
And that's Kevin White, who we talked about at the outset of the broadcast, and he's had a handful of carries.
Gibson made the
to
stop.
really see him get
2nd and
into
9.
any kind of open space, and a great job there by the big man up front, Gibson, stopping him there for a minimal gain.
All Catholic last year, 65 tackles, 7.5 sacks. That's a completion, a short one. It'll set up 3rd and mid with 5 to go in the second quarter, and Mona Shores +8.
Throw there to Himes and Matt Koziak. You don't see many coaches wearing ties anymore, but he's done that for a lot of years.
Gain of a few, it'll be 3rd and 5.
I feel like if you were a coach, you might wear a shirt and tie.
Me?
I mean, I know the coat you wear. You got the Evel Knievel coat up here. We'll show that at halftime.
We'll put that on for you.
But that would look nice with a shirt and tie underneath it, Ben.
It would look nice when it's cooler in the fall. We get into the fall, I'll throw one on for you.
You're a real seasonal fashionable guy. 3rd and 5. Motion. Jet fake. Sweep. Terpstra keeps it. Has running room. Has the first down. Twirling his way into the red turf. He's going to go. Touchdown, Terpstra. His 2nd of the night, 51 yards. And the Sailors are casting away.
Terpstra carries it in for Mona
Sight set on
Shores
the end zone,
touchdown.
and that is money from Owen Terpstra. 2 on the ground, the other through the air. And I've been talking about it the entire game, the toughness, the determination, and the will from this young man at quarterback. Great job to get away from one. Takes a shot, gets free, and then just steps on the gas, puts his foot in the ground, and he's in the 3rd touchdown he's been a part of tonight. He's been the MVP of this game so far.
Mona Shores, extra point attempt up and good. So with 4 and 12 to go, it's Blackjack 21 for Mona Shores. The Eaglets 6. Mona Shores on a 21-0 run. Back with more from Molesky Field.
The extra point is good. With 4:12 left to play in the first half. Muskegon Mona Shores 21, Orchard Lake St. Mary's 6.
Mona Shores to the east side with some energy and a big start in Orchard Lake. Coming off a 5-5 season, they look angry, they look focused, and they look ready, and they're on top by 2 scores, Ben.
They do, and their quarterbacks rush for 2, thrown for another, 210 yards in total for him in this game. And the 2-time state champs down 15 here on the home turf here, Chad, with just over 4 to go in the half.
Hardy on the return, a healthy one up to the 40 before he's spilled by Carter Lindale. Here's a look at Mona Shores, the Sailors. From the OK Green,
St. Mary's takes over 1st and 10 from their own 46.
Upper left corner, 5-5 last year, 3-2 in the OK Green, but Ben, just not the way they wanted it, not what they expect. They lost by 5 in a heartbreaker in the first round of the playoffs to their rival Muskegon, their second loss to them last year. Barber gets it up for about 8, 4 minutes to go. And look, this is a school that has had star power. They've gotten used to winning. And you take away the winning, it's like, wait a minute. Oh, this doesn't happen without a little practice.
Yeah.
And Mona Shore's a different looking team tonight than last year.
Yeah, they really are. And this, to me, is a must score a touchdown possession before the halftime break here for St. Mary's. They got to get 6 here.
They go to Barber. He's got a first down. He's got an explosive catch and run into Sailor territory to the 40.
Barber again on
gain
the
of
carry.
13 on the play. Brady Rose,
Brought down by Fisher.
player that we highlighted as in the long
That
for Mona
carry is good for
Shores.
an Eaglet first down.
4
First and 10
national
St. Mary's
championships
from the
and
Mona
2
Shores
state
40.
titles at Mona Shores. What a resume for him.
Like the song says, all he does is win, win. That's pretty impressive. That's great.
I can see you out on the floor dancing to that song. Fist pumping late night wedding. Gonzalez is tied up at the 39, not much there. And again, it's an Eaglet line that's without maybe their best. Ryan Matthews not playing tonight, a late scratch. And they moved some guys in.
Their center is a first-year starter at center, too. So
Cliff Ellis, that's right.
A lot of change there, but you got to figure it out.
Yep. Another sophomore on the line as well, with Jermaine Hall next to him. So the Eaglets trying to get it going. They're in a 2nd and 9. The Sailors won't feel sorry for them tonight. Handoff up the middle. DJ Taylor has some room. Watch out. 20, 10. Cuts back to the 5. Touchdown, DJ Taylor. 39 yards for the jumping junior. And the Eaglets have cut the lead in half.
Touchdown.
Well, it's been Taylor and Barber with the rushes here, given down on the sidelines, and these two young men have stepped up. Good quick hands there that snap a little off the mark, but Jabin Gonzalez does a great job there. Big block on the outside by Barry, and they're able to get home. And I just said a couple plays ago, they needed to score a touchdown there, and they answered, and now they'll line up and go for 2, it looks here, Chad.
It does look that way. Gonzalez under center, DJ Taylor behind him. Gonzalez looking in zone through the air, got it. Barber 2 points in. 21-14. The Eaglets with a quick answer, Ben, that only took a couple minutes.
That's huge. This Barber kid's growing on me. I'm really liking what he's doing. Taylor as well, stepping up. Not sure the situation with Gibbon, but he's not been in the game. He wasn't on the field in this possession here. It was all Barber and Taylor, and great job by Taylor. Again, this kid's a gym rat, can do a little bit of everything. A 5-tool athlete, right? He can do everything. Like baseball, he pitches, plays in the outfield, he can tackle, he can run, he can score touchdowns. You can't have enough of those guys. That's a big and a needed response from Jermaine Gonzalez's Orchard Lake St. Mary's Eaglets.
You bet. Yeah, and Taylor, a two-way guy, starting in that secondary, and you know, they need some help in that secondary as well. He's one of the returners, and they need him tonight as well on offense. Interesting, we haven't seen Given in a little bit.
Yeah.
There's some rotation there, and again, with Taylor playing both ways, you think maybe it'd be less, but the productivity is spoken for itself.
Hey, you got to go with the guys that are getting it done, right? If he's having a little bit of an off night or an off half, then play those other guys. That's one luxury they have here. They've got a ton of depth.
Yep.
They can play a lot of different guys at a lot of different positions. And
so
that's a big answer to get it to a 7-point game here with just over 2 to go until halftime.
Costco to kick it, gets it down inside the 20, does his job, and the coverage unit led by Coach Miklia does its job as well. The return taken up to the 28-yard line by Bryce Muscovin. And the tackle by the Eagles, Javon Given, who says, hey, you don't want to play me at running back? I'll help out on special teams and get some reps back.
Yep. Good for him. Sure we'll see him in again, but
from their own 29,
not getting the opportunity on that possession, but doing whatever he can to help out. So now you got 2:18 to go. All your timeouts left. You got a ton of time here if you're Mona Shores to try and add to a 7-point lead here.
Watch out, left side. This is White. Kevin White with a gap play right through the gut. How about it? That's the explosive we heard about from Kevin White, the 10,900-meter flyer. And boy, did he get a lane and take advantage, Benny.
He did, and that's the explosiveness. Finds the gap, puts his foot in the ground, and can absolutely burn. Outruns the second level, gets through one and the third level before he's tracked down, eventually taken down there by Lenton. But this kid is a home run waiting to happen, his first big run of the night.
40 yards on the gain. Terpstra hands off. No, he doesn't. Keeps it. Stays on his feet, but can't get twisted away in that second layer. Finally taken down by who else? DJ Taylor. But Terpstra is getting a little bit slippery here in the second quarter.
And that's the danger of the option. You have to make sure you don't overcommit. Your eyes are everything. If you're taking your eyes off it for a half a second, they'll get you. And there's so many different options. And you have, pun intended, you have to make sure those eyes are where they need to be.
Yep. Terpstra as well is a two-way guy.
Yep.
So one of two-way guys for Mona Shores. He shakes and shimmies his way up the gut before he's blasted by Balone at the 22-yard line. But it's good enough for first down. And the Sailors continue to sail off into the sunset here at Orchard Lake.
I see what you did there.
First and 10, Mona
This young
Shores.
man has played a whale of a game. He has come in determined. He's come in motivated. He's a junior.
Timeout.
And first timeout looks like here in this game.
I think it's, well,
or not.
It was a timeout, but I think we're going to stay here now.
This is a big possession in this game. Really big for both these teams. 7-point lead for Mona Shores. St. Mary's, all those new starters on defense. 8 of 11 starters gone from last year. Can they come up with a stop?
Hold on, we got to change the clock. It's incorrect.
All right. It's Dave Hoffman, the public address announcer.
Now we're ready.
One of the legends here, and he's back for his second stint. Good to hear his docile tones. 4 wide, 53 seconds left. Terpstra in the gun. He's got White to his left. Fade route, White's right side, and that's a flag. Blasted by Eubanks. And
Pass is incomplete. There are flags on the play.
Can't do that. That's pass interference. They were trying to get it to Kyle Himes, but there's no way anybody was catching that. Eubanks says,
Yeah, Himes.
You're not getting past me.
Sorry, Chad. Himes is the guy that, not that this is a deep, long throw, but it is a deep shot.
Yep.
And that's the guy they want to go to. We saw him with a catch earlier and a block earlier. So that sets up the Sailors here in great position here.
And they don't do a lot of that.
They don't. No, they throw 3 out of every 10 times, right? According to the math is what they try to be on target for. And so far, the pass game has been big for them tonight. They've had a couple big chunks.
Terpstra says, let's try that same play. Eubanks says, I'm ready for it. INT. How about it? Intercepted by Samir Anderson, number 20. Samir Anderson, the nickelback, who came in, read that route, and knew it was coming. A big-time play by the first-year player.
First turnover in this game, and that is massive for Orchard Lake St. Mary's. That's a ball right there he wants back. You can see it was underthrown when it came out of his hand. Anderson read it perfectly. Just looked like it didn't have enough speed on that ball. Just something funny about the release of that ball, and a great read by Anderson, and that is a massive turnover for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
His first game as a young man. He's 14 years old. Wow. He's a freshman, and he makes maybe the biggest play in this game already.
It's certainly on defense, yeah.
No doubt. That is a rip out of bounds, but not before BJ bounces his way up the Eaglet sideline. That's Brandon BJ Adams, the Central Michigan commit, who's going up there as a linebacker, but they might want to take a look at him as a receiver or tight end.
Yep, Matt Drinkle's done a great job up there. I know Matt from all our years at Army together and done a tremendous job. A lot of guys are going to want to play for him.
Yes, sir. So Eaglets on the march, just 33 ticks left, 4 wide. Jabin Gonzalez back to pass. Gonna step up, gonna run it, gonna bounce it, come back, left side, cut, flag down. Jabin will get to the 50, but it's coming back.
Yep.
And a lot of time on the clock to boot.
On the quarterback keeper. Penalty on the play, holding against the Eaglets.
It's been a problem tonight, Ben.
Yep. 3 by my count. On the right side of the line there, they called that. Came in from the referee back behind it, so they'll bring it back here. 24 seconds to go.
And like they say, it's not how many you have, it's the timing of the penalties, right?
Yep, exactly.
That is penalty number 4 for the Eaglets, and there is a timeout on the field. We'll take it with them. 24 ticks left. Stand by for Kara Lyles. She'll talk to both head coaches at halftime. So glad you're with us on opening night. Back with more from Molesky Field after these.
Lowering the shoulder. Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
4 wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back to year 6 of the Preps coverage of Gridiron Game Day. He has been Holden. My name is Chad Bush. Alex Westfall, your executive producer, Kara Lyles, standing by on the sideline shortly. Eaglets right now in a 1st and 10 from their own 35 with just 23 ticks left. Gonzalez over the middle, got a man caught. Watch out. DJ Taylor has it. 1 man to beat inside the 30, down to the 25. DJ's down to the 15. 50-yard gain. DJ Taylor who's taken over the offense in half number 1.
Perfect strike from Gonzalez. Waited until the very last moment, and DJ Taylor just continues to make plays. This is all him. Makes 1 miss. A second, still going, still driving. Took 2 to get him down there, and the Eaglets with plenty of time here. 13 seconds to go. They'll talk it over here with a timeout remaining. So they've got for sure enough time for 2 plays, maybe 3 plays, depending on what they call here, Chad.
No doubt. We'll see how they use it. This is, you'd think with St. Mary's, the comfortability, throwing the ball in the end zone.
Yeah.
But they also know what Mona Shores did last possession, getting deep in the end zone. The field goal is sketchy, let's be honest.
Yep.
Your kicker's down, and Costco's probably capable, but who knows? 2 plays here?
At least, yeah. I think you have at least 2, maybe 3.
Yeah.
I mean, if you're throwing it, for sure 3.
Jabin rolling right, nothing home, gonna cut back left side, not much there either. Time's ticking away in the end zone, caught! Touchdown Eaglets! Brandon Hardy on the sideline, hauled it in. Jabin gently jolted the ball inside. Touchdown Eaglets, and they're an extra point away from tying it up.
Jabin Gonzalez has already got a pretty impressive resume reel in his high school career. I would say put this one on that. This is an unbelievable job of his patience, his athleticism. Nothing there, looks off a couple, backpedals, chucks that one, and puts that one right where it needs to be. What a beautiful throw.
The extra point by Costco is money. We're tied at 21 blackjack with 3 seconds left. Jabin Gonzalez to Hardy, and a beautiful drag by Brannon. How about this back foot by the rising junior?
I mean, that's amazing. Another look at that. Gonzalez, though, perfect drop in the bucket right there. And foot, no problem at all there on the catch, and a lot of big plays in this first half. In the first half, could very well end as that being the last play. We still got 3 seconds in a 21-21 game. And there's Jermaine Gonzalez. He made a few throws like that back in his day when he was playing here. I mean, this is
All-American.
Yeah, this is beautiful stuff.
Number 1 as well.
Great relationship. Obviously, the father-son, and I mean, this is just money.
Back foot drag. Unbelievable. Yep. And Gonzalez says, look, I'm going to Northwood. I'm playing quarterback. I'm a quarterback. 7 Division I teams wanted him not for a quarterback, for another position. He says, I'm going to play quarterback. I'm a quarterback.
Good for him.
Yep, betting on himself. Yep. Love it. The Costco kick is taken, and that'll end the half. Stand by for Carol Isles, but what a first half here from Orchard Lake.
Amazing.
42 points put up. The Eaglets were down 2 scores with under 5 to go. They rallied back. This has been the kind of game we had hoped for.
It certainly is and has been. And 21 apiece. That pick in the end zone by Anderson, that was so big for St. Mary's. Their offense clicked when it had to. They had a couple drives there where it kind of sputtered a little bit. But when they've gotten it going, they've gotten it going. And each team with 21 on the board here in a very good matchup here on opening night.
Let's go down to the sidelines. Carol Isles is with Jermaine Gonzalez.
Coach, what an impressive last drive. Just what did you tell your team in that huddle before the last drive?
We got to be resilient. That's what champions do. Adversity, how do we respond to it? And our boys are responding right now. So we got to come out and have a better half than first half. Great football team we're playing against us, keeping us on our toes. So we got to clean up some things and come out to have a better half.
What's your message to your team going into the locker room? Got 2 more halves to play.
Don't be different. No quit. And let's keep fighting.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate it.
Thanks.
Chad?
All right, thank you, Carol Isles. Ben and I will take you through halftime, some highlights coming up. But we've got a dandy tied at 21. So glad you're with us on Gridiron Game Day. Well, this one started with the Eaglets getting a big play from Adams to kickstart the offense. Neither team did much on their first possession, but the Eaglets would pop it in, Ben, with a powerful run game in DJ Taylor.
Yeah, the first of 2 on the night for him. 10 plays, 80 yards, took 242, but here come the Sailors again. Owen Terpstra righting the ship for them, and he's been brilliant in this game. 3 touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 in the air. Kevin White, their young stud at running back's been involved. I'm sure they're going to try to get him more involved in this game in the second half. Here's a beautiful play, a 77-yard touchdown to Michael Himes, who just outran everybody for the end zone for the touchdown. And Mona Shores in control of this game, led 21-6. And there's White, but stopped by Gibson. Gibson up for the challenge. And then here comes the quarterback again. Look at this kid's toughness, his grit, his determination, his fight, doing it all. A hat trick of touchdowns, 2 on the ground, 1 through the air. But St. Mary's, DJ Taylor, balling out just like Terpstra is for Mona Shores. This kid's a gamer, takes one in for the score there for St. Mary's. 39 yards. Barber with a 2-point conversion. Here goes White, the biggest run he's had in this game. You can see his ability. Again, I think they get him the ball more in half number 2. And then a massive turnover there from Anderson, the freshman, in the end zone, coming up with it to thwart the drive. Big time pass here from Jabin Gonzalez. It's that man Taylor again, fending off 2, 3, 4 defenders with ease. And then watch this play here. Final play from scrimmage in half number 1. Jabin Gonzalez, experienced, mature, veteran throw right where it had to be, right there into the hands of the target in the end zone. And that's how the half ends, Chad. 21 apiece on the touchdown to Brandon Hardy.
Great job, buddy.
Thanks, bud.
That's a lot to get through the highlights of the first half.
So good.
I hope we can get through as much in the second half. There you see the numbers, Ben, and what stands out for you there?
Well, I mean, really, there's not a ton of separation. I mean, the rushing, I suppose you could look at that for Mona Shores, and it seemed like Given was going to be the guy for St. Mary's, but they've went to Barber, they've went to Taylor. They're getting the carries, first downs, relatively even. I mean, the difference right now in the game, to me, is that turnover, that interception that Samir Anderson had in the end zone, and then St. Mary's was able to take that down and score a touchdown off of that. So that was a big moment for them, and that's really, to me, about the only thing that was too separating in that first half, Chad.
Yes, sir, the lone turnover, and it paid dividends for the Eaglets, who tied it as they went on their 14-0 run to end the half. All right, we'll take a timeout. We'll be back in about 10 minutes or so, and we'll have second half action. Thanks for hanging out. We're The Prep. Back with more right after this.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi guys, my name is Chloe. I am from West Plainfield, Michigan. I love Pure Barre for a number of reasons, but the main reason is the space it provides us members to unwind, get a good workout in, and just come as you are. Love Pure Barre, love you Bridget, go Pure Barre.
Hi, my name is Savannah.
And I'm Tanner, and we're from Farmington Hills, Michigan.
And we love Pure Barre.
Hi, I'm Shannon, and this is my friend Lisa.
Hello.
And we love Pure Barre because it's a great community. I get to work out with great people, and we have any fit level that can come, any age. You get a great workout within an hour. You don't waste time, and you're getting the full effect of Pure Barre.
And everyone's fabulous.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Jessica from Novi, and I love coming here to Pure Barre Novi. It's an awesome workout. I've been coming here for years. It is always challenging no matter how long you come. I love it. Strength, flexibility, all the best things, but the best part is the wonderful community. There's awesome women to support and encourage each other on our fitness goals.
I have been a member of Pure Barre for 2.5 years, and I love the variety of class formats. I really enjoy the sense of community here. When my daughter's in town, we have our mom and daughter days, working out and talking at the bar. I look forward to class, and I feel great after.
One thing that I love about Pure Barre is that it's low impact, but you get a great workout from it.
Hi everyone, my name is Amy and I am here at Pure Barre Novi, which is the best place in the world. I'm so excited. Did you know that Pure Barre is literally everything? Give it a shot. It's all about accountability and it's all about you.
school sports are meant to be fun.
We love to represent our school.
And we care about our sports.
We know you do too.
And because we all care, it can sometimes get intense.
So let's make the experience more fun for everyone.
We know it's easy to react and shout during games.
But we all make mistakes.
The game is more enjoyable when we hear positive cheering.
Referees are human. Respect their decisions. They aren't perfect.
When you feel like yelling, remember that you represent our school.
We want to win, but just remember to keep the energy positive towards all.
During the season, we spend a lot of time with our coaches. They have a tough job.
Please accept their decisions.
And be thankful for all the time they devoted to making us better.
Thank you for coming to our games and always supporting us.
We couldn't do this without you.
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 Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
If you are looking for a life-changing workout experience, look no further than Pure Barre Novi. We are proud to help you achieve your fitness goals while joining a vibrant, supportive community that is over 300 women strong. Our classes are designed to strengthen and tone your entire body, and our teachers can help provide modifications for any fitness level. Find out more right now by calling 248-596-0002, visiting our website, following us on social media, or by coming to our studio right on Grand River Avenue in Novi. We can't wait to see you and help you achieve your fitness goals.
Hi, I'm Nick DePonio, and this is HVAC.
Every high school sporting event in the state of Michigan has one thing in common: officials. Every game, every meet, every match. Without officials, there'd be no touchdowns, no three-pointers, no face-offs. Without officials, there'd be no games. Officiating is a great way to give back to your community and stay involved with the sports you love. And officials are needed now more than ever, because without officials, it's just practice. We are the MHSAA, a collection of 750 high schools and 750 middle schools, from Temperance to Copper Harbor, from New Buffalo to Alpena. Each year, more than 250,000 students play one of our 28 sports. More than 1.5 million fans attend our postseason games. There are 30,000 coaches and 8,000 officials, not to mention all of the volunteers. The MHSAA believes in the 4 S's. School sports should be safe and kept in the appropriate scope. We believe nothing beats great sportsmanship, and that scholarship in the classroom is more important than excellence on the field or court. Most of all, we believe school sports should be fun. So come out and join us at a game. Support your school, support your community, and come see what the excitement is all about.
The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut.
Welcome back to Orchard Lake St. Mary's. We are joined now by Muskegon Mona Shores head coach Koziak. Coach, your quarterback's been very effective. 2 touchdowns on the ground, 1 in the air. Just what have you seen from him so far in this one?
Gritty, being tough and resilient. You know, he also plays defense, so he's on the field a lot. So just super proud of his toughness because he's not a big guy, but, you know, he gives you everything he's got. So super proud of his first half for sure.
We knew this game was going to be a dogfight. What was the message to your team at halftime to come out here and bring the best for the second half?
Same exact thing you said. He said, we talked about this is going to be a fourth quarter game. It's going to be a dogfight. They're the reigning state champs for a reason. They're not going to go away regardless of leads. And so, you know, we'll see who the last team standing at the end is for sure.
Thanks, Coach. Appreciate your time. Good luck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right, Chad.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores!
And it's going to be a challenge for us. I mean, they're a really talented football team. I think everybody knows that.
Four wide receivers. Pressure. Steps up. Marshall wants to run again. Cuts down the middle of the field. All alone. Touchdown! Warriors! What a cut. The store is set up. He's got the order, and he's off. It's a full court press. These brands are knocking it out of the park. This, my friends, is the speed we've come to expect from this team. Just look at the precision of that move. And it's out of here.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Welcome back to the second half. Chad Bush, Ben Holden, Kara Lyles, who you just heard from. Some quick scores to get to from around the state. Detroit Catholic Central is rolling over Chippewa Valley. 55-0 is the final. Belleville trails Grand Blanc 14-7 in the second. Lake Orion, the Dragons with a 3-point lead over Northville. Excuse me. Harper Woods lost today. They lost to Chelsea. How about that? They go to Chelsea and they get beat 29-20 against a very good run, ground, veer-minded Chelsea Bulldog team. And how about it? The season's already wacky and wild. And we saw in the first half 42 points between these two prized power programs that have combined for 4 state titles the last 7 years in Division II.
Yeah, they're both well coached and a great turnout here at St. Mary's is always here. Great to be here with Chad and all our crew. And a little warm tonight, but a great late summer night here as high school football season underway. And look at some of the numbers in this game. Mona Shores will start this game, or this half, with possession here, and their quarterback 3 of 4 for 88. The only incompletion was that pick in the end zone and had the 77-yard touchdown pass to Himes.
Terpstra still under center. He was the star in the first half, as Benny told you.
White, the ball carrier.
The give is to Kevin White.
Yep.
And White is a good gainer on that, 6 yards.
Well, 5 carries, 50 yards in the half. So a really good average per carry, obviously at 10:39 is long run. I think they're going to get the ball to him a little bit more here, Chad. I think that's something that they need to do, and I think they want to do that here. We'll see how much more they give it to him here in half number 2.
Motion, jet, right to left, flag in the air. It is Kevin again. It's a big run. It's coming back. It's a big, chunky run. They found the big sprinter, 6'3", 215, 10,900 meters. That's a big fella, a big rig, as you like to say. Note the run, but it is coming back.
Yeah, it is, and that's unfortunate for Mona Shores. The holding call, I believe, is what they're going to call, but you just see the ability that this young man has. Kevin White got all the tools.
Missed tackles, Benny, in the first half for the Eaglets has been a
Penalties
theme of
against Mona
something
Shores.
perhaps they could build upon. What is it for
5-yard
Mona
walk-off.
Shores that you'd like to see for them
replay
in the
second
second
down.
half to build upon and maybe improve?
I think for me, it's getting the ball to 15 more. I mean, I really think this young man can take over this game. It was a procedure penalty there, not a holding call. My apologies. But Matt Koziak there in the middle there with the tie on, their head coach, and always had running backs that can really do damage. And I think this young man's got a very high ceiling. So for me, it would be get him the ball more.
Right on. Tyree Jackson gave Matt Koziak that tie.
Yeah. Tyree did.
Tyree. There's a tackle for loss. Blitz from the outside, and it's coming from Double M's Max Mercino. It's a tackle for loss, and it's got him all the way backed up to the 25-yard line.
Blown assignment. He just walks right through there, did Mercino, the senior linebacker, and at second level, pretty much all new this season for St. Mary's, and defensive coordinator Jeff Phillips and Bobby Klaus. And a big play made there as the student body into it on a Thursday night. Good to see the hockey guys in there with the buckets on as well.
Oh, I know you love you some hockey. You are
do.
Hockey Harry. One of the first questions you asked, have you met the new St. Mary's hockey coach? I love it, and we love your coverage of it. Kevin has it left side. Great play. Watch out. Big chunky gain of wind. Across midfield. Could go 30. Out of bounds to the 22. Kevin White into the night. There is a flag down, and this could be coming back. But again, White's got to be winded, but he's been making his statement tonight. You said more White, like you wanted more cowbell, and you got it.
Yep, I got a fever, and I think that's exactly the case. I mean, this appears to be coming back, but what a job by Kevin White. Gets down there. Like the block there in the back is going to be the penalty call here on Mona Shores.
Penalties against Mona Shores.
Lineman downfield there, and that's going to be the call. Just a great job by White to get down. It comes back. You'll see it right there. Yep, that's a tackle there on
holding is the call against the
Alvarez.
Taylor, yeah, and that's unfortunate. That's 2 plays at White. That's what I'm talking about, Chad. Get this kid the ball. He can make big plays.
Huge penalty.
Yep.
Third down and
2
4.
of them. Yeah.
Yes, it has been.
2 of them.
9:40 to go. We're tied. Mona Shores had a 2-score lead. St. Mary's had a 1-score lead to open the game, but rallied with 2 scores late in the first half, and were knotted at 21. Terpstra, the quarterback, who's been one of the stories. So the story of the early third quarter, White, and he's got himself really close to that first down marker. It looks like they'll mark him short at the 39. He needs the 40.
Short of the first down, it'll be 4th
Yeah,
and
they got to
1
go for this. I think they
Sailors.
will. And you know, if you heard Carol Lyles talking to Matt Koziak, he said it's going to be a 4th quarter game, last team standing, and it's got the makings of all that, Chad. 21 apiece here, and they've clearly come out with the emphasis on what I said, getting it to 15. We'll see if they go to him here on a big play, 4th and short.
From their own territory, Terpstra left side, fights to the line, and he got it.
Wow.
Late push. with a little help from his friends from Norton Shores, and it's a first down for the boys in baby blue and navy.
That is massive. Look at the push this line gets. Looks like he stopped dead right there, but the push just continues. Powered him ahead another 3 or 4 yards. They'll give him the progress there where he went down. That's a big conversion for the Sailors on 4th and a yard.
Moves the chains in this first possession of the second half. The first half that saw 42 points. The Eaglets put up 300 plus yards, nearly 300 in offense. A balanced attack, 100 plus in run and pass. And it's just been a back and forth battle of it. These offenses have gotten loose. And the young St. Mary's secondary and defense has gotten a little bit exposed.
Yeah, I mean, again, you learn a lot about your team, whether you're starting out from a bad season or a great season. In the case of St. Mary's last year in the opening game, and this is a pretty stern test that St. Mary's is getting here on their home field. Mona Shores with a lot of motivation. Down year last year, and a lot of key pieces back and a lot of special players in their offense.
Mona Shores in a 2nd and mid. Terpstra keeps it, has a first down across midfield into Eaglet territory before a gang of Eaglets stop them, move the chains. This methodical drive number 1 for Team 64 has been impressive.
It has, and I've been really impressed with this young man, the quarterback, Owen Terpstra. 3 touchdowns involved in all of them, ran for 2, threw for the other in that first half, and this kid's a gamer. They're going to have a special year. Whatever happens here tonight, I think, with this young man at the helm of their ship.
Quick hitter left side. It's a gain of a few. The catch is made by Koziak, and Koziak is taken down by Barber, and short gain, 2nd and long.
And in this offense, that's basically like a 3 or 4 yard rush, right? I mean, that's all they want to do. You hear coaches say, stay on schedule, get your 3, 3.5, and you're going to convert and you're going to move the sticks. And again, that's a potent part of this option offense that they run, and it's dangerous. When it's working, it's very hard to defend and stop.
Terpstra, flip back, left side, jet sweep, and a suplex. DJ Taylor with a tackle for loss. He read it well and tackled behind the line of scrimmage is Hines Messiah.
Tell you what, Taylor's having himself a ball game. His hat clearly in the ring for the G of the game, which we'll unveil afterwards, the post-game interview with Kara. But this kid's been doing it, carrying the ball, making big plays. That's huge. And what I just said, stay on schedule. Well, the schedule is off now for Mona Shores. Can St. Mary's make a stop and get off the field?
There's a timeout.
Yep.
St. Mary's.
Eaglets. Chase Arnold had checked into the lineup. Chase is one of our interns at the prep.
Is he?
And in the winter, he stats for Pat the Stat.
Nice.
He might be with us tomorrow night.
That's cool.
For our broadcast. Brother Rice against Dakota on the prep.
Spicy.
Evan Stockton and I will have that along with Kara Lyles, 7 o'clock from LTU. But that guy right there, Chase Arnold, bright future. He's got himself a nice media career. He's got social media. He's got a podcast, and he's battling back from an injury. And we're pulling for Chase Arnold, full disclosure, tonight to get back on that field. Great things. So we appreciate Chase Arnold.
My apologies. I had written down by Barber's name that he was Big Sauce, but that's actually Big Sauce there.
It is Big Sauce. I didn't want to break your sauce.
It's okay. No, it's.
I don't want to bust your sauce up.
Okay, I fully apologize, but yeah, that's great. Great to see, and great to see the young kids at their age have a passion, fall in love with something that they really love and want to chase after. So this is a big play here. St. Mary's can get off the field here. It'd be huge. 3rd and 18 after 2 big plays that were negated. A run and a catch by Kevin White due to penalties. Let's see what happens here on 3rd and long.
Terpstra 4 of 5 in the ball game from the air. Behind the line of scrimmage, that's a loose ball.
Yeah.
And that is a loss all the way back to the 38. It's a loss of 7 on the play. It'll be 4th and long and punting time. And we'll meet the punter, Bryce Muscovin, shortly.
And we haven't seen a lot of this from Mona Shores in terms of them not being connected, right?
Yep.
That's just a great job by St. Mary's. They put pressure on it. They got through. They got a lot of pressure on Terpstra there, and they forced that play into a disaster for Mona Shores. So now we will see them punt it away. We haven't seen, I don't think we've seen a punter on either side punt. It's been the quarterbacks. This will be the first time for Muscovin.
Yep, Muscovin out, Barber deep. He stands back inside his own 15. The ever dangerous Lorenzo Barber. And we're not quite ready for this. Barber last year with over 300 return yards.
Flag on the plays, illegal procedure.
This one's going
the
back
Sailors.
even further, so the Sailors will move it all the way back to the 24.
And even longer.
Well, the story so far, the half's been those 2 penalties on Mona Shores that negated those big plays from Kevin White. Now they're backed up even further here.
Want to thank our fans on the chat, on our YouTube channel, as the rugby-style punt is a bust.
It sure is.
That thing's going to go out of bounds at midfield. The Eaglets are going to take advantage of this punt. It's a 7-yard punt. All in all, the Eaglets will take over. Well, we'll see where they mark it.
As we would say in rugby, that is a bad touch finder there.
Line. They will take over 1st and 10.
Beautiful night here in Orchard Lake.
Appreciate everybody watching on the YouTube. The chat is jumping. And we see our buddy Stick, who's down in the Cayman Islands.
Poor guy.
I know. Well, he would trade places right now. Trust me. He's missing us. And we miss him as well.
Well, maybe we can do a 3-man booth next week. We can get him to
down in the Cayman Islands.
Yeah,
or here?
we just have him, join in on through the internet down there.
Yeah, we tried that before. We'll see what we can do. I appreciate your creativity.
Stick, if I'm you, I don't ever come back here to this climate. I stay down there, my friend.
No, and we're visiting soon. He
Yes.
will be back in October.
Golf
however.
trip.
Yeah, it's Given who gets the ball. He's powering Orchard Lake with a gang rush.
24,
a little bush push. There is a
carrier.
flag down. And we'll see what this is
Andrew
all about.
Fisher made the stop.
Eaglets started at their own 49, and they'll push themselves back.
Gain of 6, it'll be 2nd and 4.
Mona Shore celebrating. Of course, these two teams have played in hockey.
Yeah.
They've never played in football. This is the
Amazing.
first meeting all time.
Yeah.
In fact, the 2 schools went on a trip together, and they played, Ben, in a series,
14,
right,
Orchard Lake
overseas
from the
in
45.
hockey back in the Abdulkader days.
Yep. Former Red Wing, Michigan State Spartan, who
Gonz-
now coaches some in the rink behind us.
Yes, sir. Gonzalez to his favorite target tonight, and it's B.J. Adams again, and it's a chunk play, and he gets all the way down inside the 30 to the 27.
For a big man, he moves very well. Quick, easy throw for Javen Gonzalez. Of course, it wasn't too long ago that Jaden Savory was doing those kind of things here at St. Mary's in a similar position. Man, that was pretty stuff there from the Eaglets.
Yes, sir. Run up the middle, it's Given. And the numbers gaudy tonight for the Eaglets.
Given the ball carrier.
With some of
Brought
the
down by number 10, Andrew Fisher. Gain
the
of
way they
5,
caught the ball.
It'll be 2nd and 5.
How about 3 catches for 55 yards for Adams, averaging 18 catches, 18 yards a catch. 2nd and 5. Gonzalez, hands off, right side Given. Has the corner, has the right side, flag down. It's a first down, but it's coming back. There was a hold on the right side, and it looks like it was Cliff Ellis, the sophomore center, guilty of holding.
Good look here at Given, who missed some series in the first half after starting and having a decent start to the game once they got through that first possession, but back in there. I had a feeling he'd get back in there. Maybe just a little wake-up call from the coaching staff to get him going, but he's back in there on this possession here, looking to get his game back intact.
So it pushes them all the way back to the 34-yard line. Shout out to Neil Parker listening in the great state of Georgia tonight.
Wow.
Former Eaglet, class of 94. Phil Lim also watching. Back to pass, Gonzalez on a 2nd and 15. Crossing route was on the money, but the breakup was beautiful. Messiah Himes was the Messiah magnificent on this one.
Oh, that timing was absolutely perfect, as you'll see here. Good look at it. Just perfectly timed there, coming in from behind, knocking that thing out with that left hand. Excellent job. Big time play from Himes. First time we've called his name tonight.
Agent zero into the game for the Eaglets. It's Brockhard Lawler Jr., the sophomore at 5'9", 145. Catch him at the bottom of your screen in the neon gloves.
Love the name.
Yep. Gonzalez throws right side. Brandon Hardy in the middle of the field, and he is blasted at the 30.
Big time.
A short gain of 3. It's 4th and long, and it's decision-making time for the 5th-year bench boss, Jermaine Gonzalez.
Andrew Fisher coming up with a big-time play here.
Fisher and Lindale made the stop from Mona Shores.
Looked like it was going to be a decent pickup, but 3 get in there to the ball in a hurry. And there's Fisher to come in, had some help in there as well. From number 23 in there as well. Coming in was Carter Lindale as well.
Yeah, that's the little tag team, and the Eaglets appear to be going for it. It's a 4th and a dozen play from the 30 of their opponent in a tie ball game in a scoreless 3rd. Gonzalez looking right, has a man, got him, caught, short of the first down marker and short of the line to gain. Mona Shores stops the Eaglets at the 20, a gain of 10, but they needed 12. Sailors take over.
Back and forth we go in this game, and there's Fisher in on that big play a moment ago. And idea of what Gonzalez was looking at. Taylor gets around the first, but there are hats to the ball, as they say in football, 3 of them, and they finish them off.
Stand up, Mona Shores. So they'll take over with maybe their worst field position of the ball game, back at their own 20-yard line.
Well, aside from the drive where they got pinned inside of the 10, yes, and they scored on that drive in pretty quick fashion. We'll see what they do here.
Shout out to Mama Day as well in the greater Phoenix area. Always good to hear from Dawn.
Man, we got people all over.
Yeah, from Wolverine Lake.
Good stuff.
Yeah. Hello to Sam Sr. in the high heavens. We know he's watching too. Run up the middle. That's a gutsy gain to the 29. Called a gain of 9 on the play, and White starting to get right in Eaglet land.
Yeah, he is, and sticking to it. What I said earlier, got an injured player down. That's White too, and head coach is right out to check on his prize running back, saying, "All right, I'll stretch that out for you, young man." It's like all it is, and how fun was it talking to both these coaches and talking to Matt Koziak. He just raved about Kevin White, what he's overcome, and just kind of in a football sense, it's like he didn't really get it. He figured it out. Mentioned earlier, he lost both his parents. His aunt takes care of him, and he told me before the game, Matt did, he said he almost ended up at Seaholm, not too far away from here. He's got family over here, but stayed home where he's from over there in Muskegon, and I think he's going to have a monster year as this high school football season plays out. We're seeing glimpses of it tonight. It's going to be important for St. Mary's that they continue to try to limit him, because it's obvious they want to get him to rock more here in the second half.
You bet. Shout out to Patrick Goff, Chicago, Illinois tonight. Eaglet alum.
You're like ZZ Top, man. You're nationwide.
Well, yeah, we're all over Eaglet country. Pat's an actor. And, Actors Screen Guild meeting tonight. Just got out.
Cool.
And walking his way to the North Shore. What's up, Patrick Goff, the pride of the Onion, Union Lake. What do you know about Union Lake?
Not much.
All right.
I know where it's at, but that's about it. I'm just keeping an eye here on White, and I don't know if this is just a cramp, the way he's down on the field there, and can ill afford to have him come out. It looks like he's hopping back up saying, I'm good, I'm staying in the game, but he's limping pretty good, favoring that right leg, Chad.
Well, you and I both know, I mean, it looks crampy, right?
It does.
And when those things happen, week one,
yeah,
it happens.
Yeah.
And there's nothing you can do about it now but make sure that thing's loose, but we know those things can creep back up on you.
Hope for the best for him.
Some banana and some salt will get him right.
Pickle juice.
Terpstra that too.
Ooh.
And there puts his shoulder down. He's 5'10", $155.
Terpstra the ball carrier.
When he's wet, and he's muscling his way forward for a healthy gain of 5 on first.
I mean, this is like a collision between a couple semis here. I've said it all night, man. He's not big, but this kid's got a ton of heart, a ton of compete and grit, and another tough, gritty run from him. That'll be certainly not the last time they'll need that from him in this game.
Yep. Under 3 minutes to go, second and mid. Terpstra keeps it, and he is popped, but keeps on a chuckin'. And he's near another first down. They'll give him the first down, move the chains. Terpstra has been the story tonight. The junior has done it from land and sea.
Oh, he has. This kid has been impressive, and he'll need some ice bags on the bus ride back home, but he won't care, as this game means a lot to both these programs. Obviously, it's the opening game of the season. They're going to learn a lot about their teams, but you would ask Matt Koziak coming over to this side of the state and playing, and he's got that mentality like, you got to play the best. You're going to learn so much about your team, right? Orchard Lake St. Mary's, arguably the best team in the state the last 2 years.
First and 10, 2 to go in the third. On the march is Mona Shores. And they've got gain of 3 on first. Tackle up front by the Eaglets, number 57. And that's Channing Avalar, the Canadian who was named eligible about 5 hours ago, which sent his friends to the north in an uproar.
Wow.
And they're watching here and in the chat as well.
Okay.
Channing Avalar, a late addition here today. Second and long. Terpstra in the gun. Pistol, as they call it. Pardon me. Keeps it. Bullies his way forward. And has the 46. Call it a gain of 3. It's going to be a third and mid as we approach the 60-second mark.
This kid just keeps taking a beating and just doing what he does. Option quarterbacks, you've got to be tough. You've got to be resilient, be able to get back up. It looks like White is back in the game now for Mona Shores.
Good sign.
It is a good sign. So
hello to our friends from Norton Shores as well. Travis McCune, Sharktastic, and Tony Talks in the chat. We appreciate it. Jake Fisher, shout out as well. And Anthony Sylvester. Here we go. 3rd and 4. And not enough. Needed 4. They got 2.
Might have got 3.
On the carry.
It's a pretty good spot.
Yeah, they did. And so 4th and a yard and a half.
They're not coming off the field.
No. Here's another look. This is a power play. Vince Malone with a stop. Get out of Milford.
I mean, that's 3 or 4 times in the half that it's looked like Terpstra's had nothing, but his determination and the offensive line has stuck to a timeout here. Sailors. There's a half ends here in a quick third quarter, Chad Bush.
No scoring in the third. Let's go to the fourth. 4 fingers in the air. Back to OLSM in a moment on Gridiron Game Day for Carol Isles.
Lowering the shoulder.
swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Chad Bushman, Holden, and Kara Lyles, who's standing by for a sideline report. Kara, take it away.
Yeah, Chad. Well, this has been a topic of conversation all night. We don't really see head coaches dress up on sidelines anymore, but for head coach of Muskegon and Mona Shores head coach Koziak, he does it because, well, that's what his mentor, Ferris State head coach Tony Anise does. He told us the story earlier that when he was starting out teaching, he didn't really have a desire to get into coaching once his playing career at Western Michigan came to an end, but he got a job and he was basically talked into volunteering with the 8th grade team that year. So some time had passed and he started working under Coach Anise as the freshman coach at Muskegon, and he said he was just blown away by his knowledge and his ability to make relationships with the team and the staff. Coach Koziak said he's just the kind of guy that you want to play for. They've got a great relationship, Chad. They're always talking football, lots of respect for each other, and I think it's pretty safe to say that that shirt and tie is here to stay for Coach Koziak.
Yeah, it's a cool tradition, too, Ben. I know you're a big fan of it. Kara, thank you for that report.
I am, and you don't see many coaches doing it anymore. P.J. Fleck does it at Minnesota, of course, was at Western for a long time as their head coach, and the last NFL coach I really remember doing it was Mike Nolan,
sure,
who coached with
San
Baltimore
Fran.
and San Francisco, and Tom Landry, of course, made it famous.
Terpster's throw in the backfield, and he's blasted, intended for the wingback. And how about the collision that came from the corner? Caden Blankenberg, the senior corner.
First time you've called his name tonight. Big part of their team.
Malone made the star and knocked it down.
One reason why. Gets off the block there, trying to hold him off there.
That was Malone.
Was
I
it?
Apologize.
Yeah, it was.
My bad. That was Vincent Malone with a blast job, and the junior jolted open, and it's 2nd and 10.
Well, they shed the block attempt there of Milstead. Another look here, and terrific job. Beautiful job there. Reading that play by Malone, as you said, and that's what I've talked about throughout the night. In this offense, the defense, your eyes have got to be right. You've got to be in the right spot, and Malone was right there in every sense.
Malone's dad, Steve, played on that state title team with Jermaine Gonzalez in 2000 as one of their star linebackers. Another tackle for loss. DJ Taylor in the middle of it. Gonzalez also on the bottom of the pile. And the Eaglets are pushing Mona Shores backwards.
So the third quarter saw no points. Here in the fourth quarter, looking for our first points. And both these teams have adjusted defensively. Third down conversions have been hard to come by.
Third down and 9. This young and experienced Eaglet defense being tested by Terpstra and the boys. Hands it off right side. Big gain outside the numbers, near the sticks, and short by 1.5 yards. The carry was by Deuce. That's Himes Michael, the sophomore. And a healthy gain of 7, but he's 2 yards short, Benny, at the 40.
Yeah, that big touchdown catch in the first half, 77 yards. We know he's got speed, using his blocks, one of them from Koziak out there. They're going to go for this again on 4th and 2 at the 40. They're going to talk it over here. And they've got a ton of different weapons. That's 5 or 6 different guys we've seen touch the ball in their offensive group here tonight.
Don't forget, we'll have action tomorrow night. Brother Rice against Dakota. 7 o'clock start, 6:45 airtime from LTU. Dakota Cougars and the Brother Rice Warriors. That's going to be a hot battle. Evan Stockton on the play-by-play. I'll be on color. Kara on the sidelines. We'll let Ben Holden rest up. He's got 2 games next week to call with us. They're going for it on 4th and 2. It's a first down and more. A power play, but a late flag and a hold in the backfield. And now another late flag, which could be a personal foul on Orchard Lake.
It's getting hot down there. That was a massive rugby maul right there.
Yes, it was.
I was going to say, if they get this and it stands, they'll be 3 for 3 on 4th down conversions in this game. And just a push, and a mall that started that came apart. And it's getting pretty hot down there now here early in the fourth quarter, just a couple of minutes into it.
I think we got a hold and we got a personal foul on the other side on St. Mary's and a hold on Mona Shores, and I think it's offsetting.
It's looking that way.
It was a 4th down play, and it looked like the 4th down was gained before the first flag was thrown. So it could be a post first down penalty, perhaps.
I think one was after that play ended.
Yes, the personal foul was.
Yep.
Yeah, they gave him the first down.
Yep.
3
for 3. Massive conversion there for the Sailors.
Mona Shores will have it.
First down gain, penalties offset, 30-yard line, and
30.
a conversion on 4th and 2. Put a star next to that one.
Yep, that's big. Both these defenses very stingy here in the second half.
Appreciate our viewers as we near 1,000. We're at 995 right now, live viewers. Thank you all very much for watching. Please subscribe. Terpstra keeps it on 1st and 10 up the middle. Has some daylight and some running room, and near another first down at the 20. They'll call him just a smidgen short, but Terpstra starting to tear up the red turf at OLSM.
9, 2nd and 1.
When your quarterback can run the option as well as this kid can, you're going to have a lot of success. And they've had plenty of it tonight with him running it. The decisions, the timing, just his ability to get through and break tackles and drag defenders and take the shots he's taken.
Yeah.
He is a tough customer in there. He's been outstanding in this game here tonight. 20 carries for 156, almost 8 yards a pop.
From the pistol handoff, it's White up the middle, ball loose. Eaglets have it at the 25-yard line. The ball popped out. Was he down? No. Eaglets football, and it's Max Mercino with the recovery and the big play. Might have had the strip as well. Let's get another look at this one, Ben.
Senior coming up with a big play here. Sure we'll get, no, that just popped right out. Somebody knocked the ball out. That's no question in that one. We'll get a better look at it here.
His own man.
Yeah, friendly fire there, unfortunately. Looked like White was the ball carrier there and just ran into his lineman there. That's massive. So 2 turnovers in that end of the field that Orchard Lake St. Mary's has come up with. The pick in the first half. They scored off that. Now the fumble. We'll see if they can score here with less than 9 to go in the game.
And the Eaglets themselves have not turned it over.
That's correct.
Gain of 7, it'll be 2nd and 3.
+2 in the turnover margin. I know you're a big turnover margin guy.
100%. I mean, right there, and that might have been.
That was Washington, did cause it.
Yeah, it did. My apologies there. It did not go off the teammate there. Washington getting a hat on it. Big time play.
I'm sorry.
Or was
partner.
there both?
I think it was both.
Yeah.
I think he hit him in 2 ways, and that's what caused it.
Yeah.
It was both. 2nd and 3.
Huge, whatever the case may be.
Gonzalez looking deep. Nothing home right side. Looking left side. Has a chance to eat a sandwich and drink a Coke, and that's thrown out of bounds. Finally fires it near sideline.
Gonzalez's pass was intended for Barber.
I know it's a nothing play, but again, it's just the experience of Jabin Gonzalez. Doesn't panic. Knows he's got to get that thing out of bounds.
Taylor and Loomis on the
Can't say enough about a young man that's been playing quarterback at the varsity level since he was a freshman, and that's the case of Jabin Gonzalez. Last 2 years leading their group to the Division II state championship, and his calmness, his poise, his patience has been on display here, including that touchdown he had back in half number 1.
3rd down and 3, and it's close. Needed to get to the 37. It was Barber on the jet sweep. He's short by a half yard. No scoring in the second half. Eaglets and the Sailors put up 42 in the first half, and we got a goose egg in the second frame.
Full steam ahead in half 1. It's been an absolute arm wrestle here in the second.
There's a scrum. Gonzalez, second effort. He got it with that big 6'3" frame at 205. That was a good old rugby scrum. I know something you like to call is the World Rugby lead announcer.
Well, it would have been a little maul there, but yes, indeed.
Oh, my bad. Now you're going to get fancy with me.
Well, I got to get technical. I got to get right on you.
Yeah, because there's some rugby folks watching. We know that.
Scrums when the ball's put in, a maul's when it's gathered and they push forward.
All right.
I digress.
I'm sorry, Monty.
You're all good. I'm here to help.
Barber explodes to midfield after busting a tackle, something he seems to do. It's the yak yards that make Barber so valuable, amongst other things.
Sure does. He's had a great game. Stepped up in that first half. Along with DJ Taylor. And
ball loose, and Gonzalez gets it back just barely. Oh, the Eaglets, who kept it clean tonight, nearly lost it to Deshaun Taylor, the senior defensive end.
Mentioned earlier a couple of minutes ago, no turnovers for Orchard Lake St. Mary's tonight. One miscue I can recall back in the first half, just a miscommunication between Gonzalez and his running back, but they don't turn it over here, and here he goes.
There's the shake, there's the shimmy, there's the horse collar, and there's no call. But it's a Gonzalez run to the 40, and a gain as well. First down, Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
Yeah, they should move the sticks here, but looks like they're going to mark it a little short. Great look at it here, and you know, we've seen Jabin Gonzalez, I've talked about it all night, his poise and calmness and throwing the football, but he can run that thing too when they need him to.
Given is tackled and met at the line by Andrew Fisher, who's been filthy tonight at that Mike linebacker spot.
Yeah, he's played well. Here we go, inside of 6 to go in this one. Looks like we're going to get a stoppage here. Officials.
We have an officials timeout
here, they say.
Well, you talk about St. Mary's and meeting their goals, and Jermaine Gonzalez talked to us about guys not getting complacent. And you know, that's something every coach has to fight after you win back-to-back titles.
It's a lot.
But that was his number one fear, Ben, when you talk to him, and it seems like, look, you can't get complacent, you can't, but that's a natural tendency, and he's up against fighting that and meeting it head on.
Yeah, I think so, and you know, it's something that he and his staff, I mean, he talks about his staff, and any head coach will tell you their staff, they got to be the glue too, and they got a great group to keep these kids focused and on track.
They sure do. Going right side, Brandon Hardy, diving catch, is he in? Down to the goal line, Brandon Hardy for 39 yards from Gonzalez, and they link up on the deep ball.
Hardy had that great catch late in the first half, and another perfect throw on this one from Gonzalez to Hardy. And that is a thing of beauty. Keep adding to the resume reel of one, Jabin Gonzalez. A textbook perfect throw from him in stride for his target.
Eaglets try to do some tempo, and it does get Mona Shores with an extra player. So Eaglets will redo the down, and that'll move him from the 2-yard line to the 1-yard line. Gonzalez in the gun. He'll take it himself up the middle. Touchdown, Eaglets. Jabin Gonzalez, who had 33 combined touchdowns a year ago, gets himself into the black end zone, and the Eaglets take their first lead in the second half.
Big time drive, great answer from St. Mary's, getting the ball back in great spot on the field, and that young man putting on a show here tonight. Terrific look at it there, and off one and in he goes. Such a weapon. You cannot beat experience, and he's got that. Talked about it all night. As the kick is no good, so that could be a very costly extra point here. We'll see how the final 5:14 play out, but what a performance from Gonzalez. Big time throw to Hardy on the previous play and takes it in for the touchdown. He's had a nice night here tonight, leading their offense once again in his 4th year as a quarterback here for Orchard Lake St. Mary's.
21 offers for Hardy. He makes plays like this. Gonzalez threw a dime. I don't know if that was a catch, but it looked like a fabulous attempt by Hardy to scoop it in real quick. And they didn't give much time to think about it with tempo offense, almost like a pro play.
Yep.
There is no replay, but when you don't give the officials a chance to huddle and talk, that play gets accepted too.
I think it was a catch, and you know, that's his ability. That's why he's got 20-plus offers. Just look at him hunt this thing out.
Yeah.
Were the hands under it? I think they were. That's a beautiful play. I mean, he's had 2 massive catches. Think of that one, the final play from scrimmage in the first half when he dragged the foot, caught that thing halfway inside of the end zone on the far sideline. He's shown he can do it in a variety of different ways. Big-time target. Jabin Gonzalez continues to find him and continues to make big plays for Orchard Lake St. Mary's, now up by 6.
6 catches. 5 catches for 69 yards.
Another look here. Let's see.
And you mentioned the first one for the touchdown. Here's a great look at it. And it did
that angle.
That turf.
Yeah, that angle it did.
Yep. Yep. A really good shot from Chris Armani Rose.
Yep.
One of our fabulous camera operators. And that, yeah, Eaglets get away with one there.
They do. Yep.
And the extra point, no good.
That's big.
Costco.
That's big.
It is.
And we've seen Mona Shores quick strike. We've seen them be methodical. They've got plenty of time. 5 minutes is an eternity in their offense. They do it right. They could chew this thing down. Ideally, they like to chew it down under a minute. I don't think that they want to get in a punch counter punch mode here. I think they want to just take their time, work from their offense, do what they do. They don't need to score in a hurry here, obviously. And I think that's what they'll attempt to do here. You got 2 timeouts. That's not a factor at this point. I think they just work their offense. If it comes, it comes. But I think you just stick to your offense and take some time off this clock here.
Himes with a return and Balone with a special teams tackle. I think you're right. You just do what you do.
Yeah.
You're going to run clock with your offense naturally. No need to do anything different.
Yep.
But we'll see what falls out here. White bounces outside and has nowhere to go. It's hemmed in nicely by the Eaglets secondary. Coming up is Cannon Lenton, the safety, to make a tackle for loss.
Good play from the junior right there. And early in this second half, Kevin White, 2 big plays, both penalized. Certainly have changed the complexion and where this second half stands right now.
4.5 to go. Behind the sticks is Mona Shores. There's a curl route caught at the 40. It's a gain of 9. It'll be a 3rd and short. But this is the kind of play and stick play, playing behind the sticks for Mona Shores.
Yep.
A huge pass, something they don't do a lot of.
No, but Himes has been sure-handed when they've went to him tonight. That's Kyle Himes. A lot of Himeses on this Sailors side. Sets him up 3rd and 3 here.
Sailors have thrown for 108 yards tonight. Busted tackle and open space. Terpstra with a shimmy and a little power. And a real pain in the neck to handle defensively as he continues to thrive.
That's one way to put it. He's approaching 200 yards in this game on the ground. Brilliant performance here, win or lose in this thing. And there you see him now just chewing up some time here. They get a fresh set of downs. Inside of 4 to go now, right from midfield.
6 of 8 from the air. Handoff, White, left side, bullies his way to the 45 into Eaglet territory. In a healthy 5-yard gain to set up 2nd and mid.
They'll take that all night. 5 yards on first down, and White had to leave the game a couple of possessions ago. Some cramps, it appeared. He's back in there. He can hit the home run at any time.
He's shown that, the 39-yard run,
Yep.
and he's had numerous big plays called back.
Yeah, the 2 on that drive to begin the half.
The stats are a little bit misleading, but he's rushed for 55 yards on 10 carries.
Boy, they got to him quick there, Chad.
Yeah, they did.
But he didn't get it.
Himes fights his way forward for a first down to the 39. He gets 6. There is a flag, perhaps on the field. Do you see a flag?
I do not.
Okay.
I don't see a flag.
All right, no flag.
What a fake that was.
Sure was.
Kevin White took a massive shot right back up. And again, a fresh set of downs, and here they go. Talked about at the start of this drive, just take some time off the clock. You can score with less than a minute to go would be ideal here. St. Mary's, those things are right on screen. They don't have any timeouts remaining.
I think that's right. Terpstra's going to run it. He's out of bounds. There's a late hit potentially, and there
it is.
Yep, anything fringe on the foreign sideline, you're going to get that call, and they get it. And that's going to move them inside the red zone.
Here's a look, and design play pass. He's clearly out there, and you got to let up in that situation. You just got to be aware of where you're at. And Mercino, who's made a couple of big plays, wasn't aware of where he was in the white there.
Yep. 2.5 to go. Mona Shores working their way down. We've seen the Eaglets' ability to score, come back in this game. Quick strike. They scored with under a half minute to go in their final possession. But this is a Mona Shores team right now, Ben, that looks in control of what they can do, and they know what they're working against. No timeouts the other way, and it's a 6-point game, not a 7.
St. Mary's 19.
Take your time. Another fresh set of downs. Third time on this possession they've had that.
Terpstra keeps it up the middle again. Chunky gain on first. Call it a gain of 7 or 8. Before he's finally tackled downfield. But the blocking up front by the boys from the left side of the state, led by Hall, Alvarez, McFarland, big Keyshawn Collins, and Lyric McCune, have created some space tonight for the road team. And they have churned up the rushing yards in this ballgame. As Ben told you, Terpstra is nearing 200.
180 right now as we speak.
White right side has the first down and more. And he's out of bounds at the 5. Now with 1:45 to go, I want to ask
That's
you.
That's huge for St. Mary's.
How much does St. Mary's play defense here, and how much do they perhaps olay? You're kind of in that in-between zone.
It's a great question. I think they try to stop him.
Yeah.
I just think they do.
First and goal,
I think they try to stop
the
him.
Eaglets 6.
I think that's the natural tendency. Shame on me for asking something
No,
like that.
I don't think there's, no, I think it's a fair question.
It's strategy now,
it's strategy,
right?
yeah.
We've seen that.
But I think they try to stop. This end of the field, they've had 2 turnovers, so I think they try to stop here, but that's big for them to get that clock stopped and save a ton of time.
Terpstra's been a part of all 3 touchdowns. He'll fight inside the 5. And it'll be second and goal from the 5. There is a timeout. St. Mary's takes their final timeout. So with 97 seconds left, the Eaglets will talk it over. Bobby Klaus and Jeff Phillips, the co-defensive coordinators. That's Matt Koziak, the head coach at Mona Shores. He's done an outstanding job there. He went to Mona Shores, the pride of class of 94.
Yeah.
Played football, basketball, track. Western Michigan, played football, went the JUCO route to get there. And all he's done is lead this club to 2 state titles, 4 appearances, and 3 Coach of the Year awards.
And I love that about both these coaches. I mean, they love their schools. You and I we're middle-aged. I won't lie or sugarcoat it. You don't think about that when you're 15, 16, 17, 18 years old, what it means to have those high school years. And there's the other resume of Jermaine Gonzalez. Both these men, 2-time state champs, and they've done it in back-to-back years when they did it. Of course, Jermaine the last 2 years in Division II, 19 and 20 for Matt Koziak at his alma mater. It's pretty cool. I mean, I think that's really special for both these coaches. They've walked in your shoes as a player at your respective school. You cannot replace that. I think it's awesome.
Yep, Jermaine was an All-American at Orchard Lake St.
Yeah.
Mary's, went to Michigan, played basketball and football there.
Yep.
He also is married to his high school sweetheart, Stephanie.
That's even more cool.
Who works in the school and has 3 sons, Jabin, Caleb, and Elijah. Jabin and Caleb here tonight, suited up for the Eaglets. Both coaches have sons on the team. I think that's pretty cool,
It
too.
is.
2nd and 5, 98 seconds left. Terpstra right side, in trouble, and he goes down. Tackle for loss. He's backed up to the 7-yard line. Call it a loss of
Terpstra on the carry,
2 on the
set
play.
for loss.
There is a timeout, and it's
Trojan Gibson.
Mona Shores, it looks like. Trey Gibson, who had a monstrous junior year, got the Scully offer from the Huskies of UConn. And here's the play. Trey Gibson blowing it up.
They sure did. Could have been a hold in there, looked like, but he fought that off and got through it.
DJ Taylor
Taylor
looks
in
like
there
he
as
was
well.
the lead guy.
Gibson had the body of Collins wrapped around him. So 3rd and goal here.
From the 7.
Yep, Mona Shores.
And this is where the offense that they run, and it's the veer, and it's spread. You have Terpstra. That's a benefit. This guy can run in between a crack. But what do you do, Ben? You also run a veer offense, and the threat of the pass really hasn't been there much of the night in this scenario. How much can Orchard Lake gamble and sell out for the run?
I don't think you can. I think they can put that ball into space, and a guy like Himes, both the Himes boys that have made catches. You've also got Koziak, who can put it in his hands as well at one of those slots.
From the 8.
You've obviously got White, your big horse, as a running back in there.
Timeout, Mona Shores.
The injured player there for Mona Shores, writhing in pain there. And so I think you have some options. I mean, Mona Shores huddled up. You see Big Collins, 77 there, the monster tackle they've got. And we'll keep an eye on how all this unfolds, but I don't necessarily think throwing the ball here's out of the question here. I think you almost have to from where you're at now. And the timeout story's been adjusted. St. Mary's has a timeout remaining. Mona Shores, no timeouts.
So, yeah, that's the decision.
And it's 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal. You got 2 downs. And this has been an offense tonight that we've seen Terpstra throw it. I mean, he has shown effective ability to throw the football in this game.
6 of 8.
Yeah, for over 100 yards.
Yep.
And, you know, he had that 77-yard toss, but this in a tight space. He did throw that interception on a fade. So we'll see. He'll get spread out here now in the pistol.
I think it's either going to be 5 or 15 with the ball here.
White, the tailback.
Actually, no, they're going Wildcat here.
Wildcat it is. Motion left to right. Looking left. Looking for the corner. Tripped up. Dive to the end zone. Touchdown,
Bang.
Sailors. Corner of the end zone. Deuce with a corner run. Michael Himes, the 10th grader, ties this game at 27 with a big 3rd down run.
So Terpstra, the one that we saw on the bench there, is this young man comes in, all kinds of space out there, and
wins the race.
Michael Himes just outrunning everybody. The Himes boys all got wheels. Just escapes and gets in and gets home, and a massive point after coming here for the Sailors to try to take the lead with 1:17 to go.
Snap, kick, and it's blocked! It's blocked! The Eaglets return the favor! DJ Taylor, it looks like.
He's everywhere.
Eaglets block the extra point attempt. And with 67 seconds to go, Ben, we've got more football coming your way.
This kid has been all over the joint. Special teams, oh, so critical. Here he comes, they double him. He gets through it and gets the right hand on it and deflects it away, and we're tied at 27. What a night he's had.
Wow.
Doing it in every phase of the game. Offense, defense, and special teams is young Mr. Taylor.
Difficult choices for the G brand G of the game as we get another look at the DJ Taylor block of the extra point attempt. Both teams have had blocked extra points and consecutive touchdowns. Now, this is an offense for St. Mary's, is working with no timeouts, but that hasn't usually been the problem for the Eaglets as far as time and scoring quickly. What's important on this kickoff for the Sailors?
Well, get it down there, kick it as far as you can, get it deep, get in lanes, make sure your coverage is right. That's what they got to do here.
The Eaglets, it appear, do have the wind, so they will be going with the wind in their drive. Mona Shore's kicking against the wind. The kickoff coming from Peyton Koziak, one of the sons of Matt Koziak, the head coach in his 17th year. Back deep is Barber, but it's taken by the up back. And who else? DJ Taylor, and he's got it to the 42-yard line. The kickoff was important, and it was a short one, and Taylor somehow found the pill again.
This kid has been everywhere. What an absolute ball player he's been in this game tonight. A timeout left for St. Mary's with 1:10, so you can do really whatever you want here, especially with where they're at, the 42.5-yard line, so they can really open up and do whatever they want here and try to burn as much time as they can.
Lawler wide left, Adams slot left. Eaglets will check into the slot. Lorenzo Barber near side. As Gonzalez is back to pass, has DJ Taylor out of the backfield, has him over the middle, caught at the 40, inside of the 35, slips down, but was corralled. A 22-yard pitch and catch from Gonzalez to DJ Taylor.
He just keeps making plays, this number 4, everywhere tonight in this game. Massive play there from him.
And there's a whistle and a timeout, I believe, by Mona Shore. Timeout. And it was. We'll take our final timeout of the night. Under a minute to go. Don't go anywhere. A dandy, a doozy in Division II. Happy opening night. Glad to do it right with you, the best fans here on YouTube on the Prep.
Look, everybody wanna go and talk. At the same time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lick, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss. McGinley scores! Gonzalez in the gun. He has slang it tonight. 17 of 25 for 274 yards and a touchdown. And he's got it here and now, on land, on legs, and he's got a gain up to the 25. It's a first down run, move the chains, 51 ticks left. This is what Jabin Gonzalez can do so well.
It is, and we've seen more of it in the second half than we saw in the first half. But I just love his calmness, his poise, his composure. The skill set is obviously there, and this young man has showed up here on opening night. Nice and calm out there, no need to panic. You have plenty of time in this game, 50 seconds, 49 seconds to play in it with a timeout.
Mind you, the Eaglets are without their kicker, a Division I offered kicker, Beckett Kiefer. And so Michael Costco has knocked home a couple extra points tonight, but he missed one. And made one, missed one, and then a 2-point conversion. So, point is, they're not as comfortable in the kicking game. They probably do not want to get and settle for a field goal attempt. But there's all kinds of options now. And look, if the Eaglets score fast enough, Mona Shores will get a chance to get things back.
Yeah.
And Gonzalez, a good bet. You like him getting the ball on that last run?
I do, and I'm watching out for number 10 here, Hardy. He's on the bottom of your screen. Right side, hand in the air there. I'd watch out for him. See if that safety comes over. If they leave him one-on-one, I'm throwing him the ball.
He's got Torrens over there. Jabin going to take off, going to run it 20, 15, and out of bounds at the 13-yard line. It's another first down run for Gonzalez. Oh, they'll keep not, well.
Runs out of bounds at the 13-yard line.
Good decision here by Gonzalez. He looked in Hardy's direction initially. I think that's where they wanted to go, but again, poise, calmness, patience, smarts, everything there from Gonzalez.
Clock frozen at 41. Gonzalez right hash. Fakes the throw, now throws. Barber right side, shake, shimmy down to the 5 and tackled, and a touchdown-saving tackle at that by Deshaun Taylor. Half a minute to go, Ben.
Yep, the clock's still running, so they got to get set here. They got plenty of time, but they got to get this playoff here, and they will.
Gonzalez has it. Sprung around and flung into the end zone. Touchdown, Eaglets! Jabin Gonzalez, his second of the night. And with 15 seconds left, the Eaglets have taken the lead in this back and forth opening night banger.
What a night for Gonzalez. I mean, this kid showing you why and how he's helped lead the St. Mary's program to the last 2 state championships in Division II. Great job to reach down and gather that, and then just drags the would-be first tackler there a little bit forward, and then the final push. They get home, and with 15 seconds to go, Orchard Lake St. Mary's lining up here to go for 2.
Gonzalez under center, under his sophomore Cliff Ellis. Rolling right, looking, floats the pass, and it's caught for the 2-point conversion by DJ Taylor.
What a night for him. Unbelievable effort turned in from number 4 here tonight. He's done it in every single phase of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. And Gonzalez, there's the touchdown again. Drags the one defender and then just wills himself into and across the goal line for the go-ahead and potential game-winning touchdown here with 15 seconds to play in this game.
2 touchdowns, 55 yards rushing. DJ Taylor, the 2-point conversion.
Yep.
Numerous tackles.
Yep.
The return, the kickoff return.
Yeah, he's done it everywhere.
And the Eaglets with a 2-point conversion now +7, and the Sailors are up against it in Orchard Lake with 15 ticks to go.
Yep. They will need the TD and to convert to get this game tied. What a game this has been. I know it's week 1, Chad, but I think you know that St. Mary's is back and loaded for Bear, and I think Matt Koziak and his group, I think they're poised to have a big year. I really do. I think this team's got some really good pieces, and it wouldn't shock me to see these 2 teams meet in the fall in the state tournament, deep in the state tournament.
This is a top 3 team on the left side of the state of Michigan, no doubt. Probably better. Return from 22, he's been big. Michael Himes, the Jet, out of bounds with 6 seconds to go. And forced out by Chase Arnold.
Himes the ball carrier.
And 6 seconds left, 1 play remaining.
Gotta get some razzle-dazzle going here, see what they can do.
Razzle-dazzle. Sorry, little stripes.
I knew where you were going there.
I know you did.
What a game, though. I mean, obviously your Mona Shores, you need a miracle here. Matt Koziak pulls the headset, talking to his guys. Really believes in this group with all these seniors and biggest roster he's had. That says something because they've always had good numbers. Most seniors they've ever had in his coaching tenure. And if you're St. Mary's in here, you're just making sure, stay in front of it. Don't let them get behind you. If it's in the air, knock it down and end the game, hopefully for their sake on 1 play here.
Koziak is from Mona Shores. He went there. He said, they called us cake eaters. They said we would never win. They said we would never win in football at Mona Shores.
Yep.
And he says that always ate at him.
Yep.
It always ate at him. He went on to Muskegon. He won a couple state titles as a coordinator under Tony Anise. And then he gets his own program, goes to, but he says it was always doubted. This is a golf school. This is a hockey school. They're cake eaters. And Koziak did not like that. And he says, it was my turn to go back to my alma mater and do duty.
Yeah.
He has done that. And they've competed tonight, Benny.
They have.
For their great community in Mona Shores and Norton Shores.
No question about it. I mean, this is a really good football team, and see what they can do here on the final play as Himes is in there again with their starting quarterback unable to finish this game. Owen Terpstra.
Eaglets with another timeout.
Timeout, St. Mary's.
We didn't think they had any. They've got 4 or 5, evidently.
No, this is, I believe, the final.
I think they've got another somewhere. Oh, boy.
But, man, this has been a special night, special game with these two programs. And St. Mary's, step one as they try to go for a three-peat. Last team to do that in Division II was Brother Rice. They did it from 11 to 13 under the legend Al Fracassa. His final game, they won in 13, and St. Mary's with a chance to do that, but it's one game at a time, week by week, and this is going to be a massive step. They can get out of here with a victory here tonight, up by 8 with 6 seconds to go in it.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, up by 8. I said 7. I apologize. Follow us on social media, TikTok, X, Instagram. We just hit 15,000 followers on our gram this week, so we're proud of that. Austin Sonnenberg leads our social media team. Find us on YouTube, please subscribe, and if you want to be a sponsor, info@theprepsports.com, or if you want to broadcast, a couple openings left this year. All right, final play. Michael Himes, the sophomore, who's had some big plays, throws it ahead. Mona Shores across midfield and down at the 48, and this ball game is over. It was everything we could have asked for. East meets West in Metro Detroit and suburban Northern Oakland County, and we got a slugfest, Benny, that nobody really deserved to lose. OLSM wins tonight and their journey for the three-peat championship.
Yeah, what a start to the season for both these teams. There's Jabin Gonzalez. What a night he had. Did it all. Threw it, ran it, made big throws when it mattered, made big plays when it mattered. And on the other side, you can't say enough about their quarterback, Owen Terpstra, unable to finish the game. DJ Taylor there in the mix for G of the game. Probably is going to be the G of the game. We'll let Kara take that away. But what a night, what a performance from both these teams here tonight in a great Division II matchup here from St. Mary's.
No doubt, Benny. It was a pleasure. We're not done yet. The postgame is next. Kara Lyles with the G-Brand USA G of the game coming up. Stick around. Eaglets win it 35-27 over Mona Shores. We're the Prep. Thanks for watching.
time, gotta walk it. Better yet, run, go, hit a lip, divvy up with my homies, and we do it all again. Whenever we get it, there's no hesitation.
Follow the Prep on social media all season long. We're on 5 social medias, including this YouTube channel. If you would, please subscribe to this broadcast. 125 high school games a year, the most in the state of Michigan. We're proud to bring it to you. Also, if you'd like to be a sponsor on the broadcast, contact us at info@theprepsports.com.
Lowering the shoulder.
Swing and a miss.
McGinley scores!
Tough choices for G of the game tonight, but G Brand USA, we had to select somebody, and Kara Lyles has done just that. Let's go down on the field to the victorious Eaglets. Who do you have, Kara Lyles?
Well, we are joined by DJ Taylor. DJ, effective on every aspect of this game, offense, defense, special teams. 2 touchdowns for you tonight. What was working?
Everything was working. My coaches put me in the right spot to succeed, and I did.
We've got to talk about that blocked PAT. What was going through your mind when the ball was snapped?
Coach, before that drive, told us even if they scored, the game's not over. We still had one more play. We practiced that exact block in practice, and it worked.
Well, I know a motto for this team is 1-0 mentality. I would assume you guys would celebrate this Week 1 win a little bit, but what are your takeaways from tonight's win that you're going to use going into Week 2 next week?
Well, we got a lot of things to clean up, but it's 1-0, so we forget about this. Celebrate today, forget about it tomorrow. DJ,
great game. Thanks so much. We'll let you go celebrate.
Thank you.
DJ Taylor getting it done on each and every aspect of this game tonight. The Eaglets coming away with the Week 1 win, Chad.
All right, Kara, great job all night. Thank you very much. That's Kara Lyles on the sideline duties tonight. And Ben Holden, this was a game that was built up as a big one. We didn't know what we were going to get from a 5-5 team last year, but we knew it was a power program against another power program in St. Mary's. We got everything we thought we could even get. We were lucky tonight.
Yeah, it was a great game, and hats off to both these teams. St. Mary's, Jabin Gonzalez, great performance out of him there, talking with his coaches there, and terrific performance from the Mona Shore Sailors side. They showed something tonight. They are going to be a force to be reckoned with on the west side of the state, no doubt. And they've got a lot of good pieces in their group, and what a night we had here.
Eaglets opened the scoring. It was DJ Taylor, one of his 2 touchdowns. They led 6-0. Missed extra point, Ben, and then the Sailors started to heat up.
Yeah, Owen Terpstra couldn't finish this game, unfortunately, but had over 180 rushing yards in this contest. And, man, what a gamer he is, and a beautiful throw here, and then a spin and just speed from Michael Himes here, taking this thing the distance. A lot of weapons for Mona Shores they've got to work with. Talked about Kevin White, their running back all night. He factored in some, but Terpstra with a massive carry here, and it was a 15-point lead for Mona Shores at one point in this game, all because of that young man and the offensive performance, but this kid would not quit. DJ Taylor, 6'1", 200-pound junior, did it all. I mean, this guy's a 5-tool player to me. Can do everything, was in offensively, was in defensively, was in on special teams, blocked a point after that we talked about, had the big kick return, and this was a brilliant throw and a brilliant catch there. Gonzalez to Brandon Hardy. That was the final play of scrimmage in the first half. St. Mary's fought their way back, got the game tied at halftime, and then they went to work in half number 2. 2 big catches, very similar for Brandon Adams. That was the second half play, and defensively they came up with a huge turnover. They had 2 in the game. They didn't turn it over, St. Mary's, and then this one, we saw it in slow motion. Looked like it did hit the ground, ruled a catch, ruled a 1st and goal. Then Jabin Gonzalez took it in for the game-winning touchdown. They capped it off with a 2-point play eventually in this game. And coming back, though, was Mona Shores. That was taken in there by Michael Himes, who scored 2 in this game. Had to come in to replace. There's the block point after attempt there by DJ Taylor. Massive for Orchard Lake. And then Gonzalez, a masterful final drive from him. He caps it off there with a touchdown. Made a couple nice plays on that with his feet. And there's the 2-point play. They get it and get it done. And a thrilling finish and a thrilling night all the way around here from St. Mary's.
What is that? 20 first downs for the Eaglets tonight, 17 for the Sailors. Total yards, Eaglets with 446, Sailors 387. In the air, the Eaglets outthrow Mona Shores 283 to 122. But on the ground, it was Mona Shores with the advantage, 265 yards rushing to 163 for the Eaglets. The Eaglets were hit with 9 penalties for 80 yards. That was big in this contest, just 3 for Mona Shores. The 2 turnovers you discussed, one by the freshman for the Eaglets in the end zone, Samir Anderson. But, Ben, this was a game of firepower. The Eaglets and Mona Shores both ways offensively, and then no scoring for a quarter and a half in the second, in the fourth quarter. So impressive showing for Gonzalez, 283 in the air and a touchdown. And then on the ground, he closed out the game, 11 rushes for 50 yards and 2 scores.
Yeah, he did. He did a great job on that final possession. They had a timeout left. They had a little over a minute. I believe it was a minute 17 when they got the ball back. Makes good decisions. I mean, he's so experienced and so talented. And, you know, they're going to tell you we're lucky to have him, and they really are, because he's a special quarterback. And he came back and made big play after big play when they needed him and showed why he's led this team and helped lead this offense to the last 2 state championships in Division II tonight. What a showing from him.
Impressive showing for Mona Shores as well. Terpstra on the ground, 184 yards, 2 touchdowns. Kevin White, 62 yards, no scores, but a lot of called back plays that were big that showed his potential.
And I think he's only going to get better. Remember, we talked about it if you're watching from the outset of the broadcast. He only had about 20 carries last year. His upside is massive. And I think as this season goes, if you follow high school football in the state of Michigan and you follow their program, you're going to see this kid get better and better and better. He's a really special talent.
Himes also a special talent. You touched on, he had a 77-yard reception for a touchdown. The Eaglets in the air also flashed star power. We heard about Brandon Hardy, 8 catches, 69 yards, and 1 touchdown, but the big the big play down the middle of the yard that set up the short touchdown, he was impressive. Barber, 11 catches, 49 yards. Timing of his plays were big. And then also, how about B.J. Adams? We almost forgot about him. 4 catches, 83 yards in this game. And DJ Taylor, 3 catches, 82. I mean, this team is stacked, loaded. The offense is scary. Nick Merlot's got a lot of toys to play with in the bathtub.
There's a lot of weapons. There's a lot of weapons, and a lot of guys stepped up. And, you know, that's going to be a problem for a lot of other teams. And the biggest thing you can certainly look at for St. Mary's, you mentioned 9 penalties. You got a massive game coming up next week here, which I know we'll be broadcasting, which I'm already looking forward to, with King coming in. That's going to be so big, and that'll be with Jermaine Gonzalez, a guarantee of first thing on the call when we talk to him, whatever day that is. Penalties, got to get better there. I'm sure there's other areas, but you can't commit 9 penalties and expect to get away with it week after week, so that'll be an area of focus for them, certainly this week in practice.
It was a pleasure, my friend. Enjoyed it.
Always, man. You too, brother.
He's Ben Holden.
Thank you.
We appreciate him on color commentary. Kara Lyles on the sidelines. What a great crew tonight, captained by Alex Westfall. On replay, it was Evan Westfall, Rob Hunter on graphics, Brian Boleski, Double B in the big house, and he was on audio. Sam Fisher, Fish is back. When Fish is back, you know it's a big game. The Fuchsia Shorts are here as well. Kyle Buchanan back in his home digs. He can hit a driver to his home in Sylvan Lake. Chase Kaufman can't hit a driver to his house. He's in Grand Blanc. We appreciate him back on crew tonight, high above the uprights. And Chris Rose on camera 4, the ultimate leader on the sidelines. And Max Weinrob, our sideline coordinator, a great job. Avery Capeller, social media. And Marcella Koja on statistics tonight. Pat the Stat on stats as well. And we want to thank Jack as well, Jack Irvin, our production assistant. My name is Chad Bush, for my partner Ben Holden and Kara Lyles. Thank you for watching tonight. It was a banger, and we're glad you were here to enjoy it. The Eaglets of Orchard Lake win it in their first attempt at their three-peat mission over a real stingy, tough Mona Shores team that's angry and ready for a new result in 26. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll talk to you tomorrow night. Dakota and Brother Rice from Lawrence Tech. My name's Chad Bush. Have a wonderful night, everybody. So long.